Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mechabellum. We're doing some hot casting live action. I hope everybody has had a wonderful weekend because we are going to see some of the best players in the world going at it. The cost control specialist versus, what did he pick up there? Giants. Ooh, I do love that. We have a ton of players playing in this tournament today. It's going to be amazing. Really interesting choices coming out from both these players. I do really highly rate the cost control specialist. It's probably one of the best specialists in the game currently. It is offset a little bit once you have your research center fully up and running. The giant specialist is a really interesting choice here. I'm not sure what he's planning to do with this. Of course, he doesn't opt into a giant immediately. I think that's a great idea. He understands that right now it's just the multitude of units that's going to be the most dangerous here for Nidip. Nidip. I'm going to call it Nidip versus our blue player, Fresh Pro. Fresh Pro, that's a bit of a tongue twister. I like that as well. Really interesting setup. We see the headbutt coming out for Fresh Pro. I do like this approach, at least initially. It's going to be difficult for him to make it work over time, but I do like that he's putting his tanks out just a little bit up front. That way they'll take the brunt of this damage. He has a ton of extra cash. He could try and swarm it. It wouldn't be the worst option in the world. Instead, opting for a Phoenix. Phoenix against 3 snipers. That's going to be interesting. I'm not sure what the idea here for that is, but eventually he'll be able to swarm. I guess he's just trying to take out these tanks. Will the sniper aggro on the Phoenix? The answer is no. With those tanks gone, those crawlers are going to be having a heyday. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's going to be enough in this early stage. Now, the cost control specialist tends to lose a lot for the first round or so, probably 3 rounds. You can expect your cost control specialist not to do great, but hey, he's making it work with this headbutt. He might be able to push through and win this. The Phoenix doing a great job, actually. Up to 10 kills and 33,000 damage dealt. That's phenomenal. Wow, those Phoenix really paid for themselves. I was doubting the Phoenix, but call me a believer. That was a great play and a great setup. Now he's going to run into the problem. Oh, mass-produced Phoenix as well. And I hear him grabbing 3. We could see Intelligent Marksman. No, Nutup choosing to skip. We have 4 Phoenix on the field now. What does Nutup grab? Some crawlers. 3 crawlers. Not a bad choice. If he can clear what's on the ground quickly, he's going to have plenty of time to get rid of everything else. And there isn't a huge amount of splash damage on the field currently. These Phoenix are soft countered by these crawlers, just because each Phoenix can only hit 1 crawler at a time. Oh, and actually grabbing more health as well. So now Nudip's is not only 20% or 15% more healthy, he's actually 28% more healthy than the rest of the units on the field. That's great, and actually I do like that he spread out some of these crawlers. That arc light will go down here fairly quickly, but I don't think it's the end of the world, as now he has plenty of crawlers to keep this gravy train running. He's gonna lose the tower first. That's gotta be harsh. I don't think he's going to have enough sniper support here to end this. Once those Phoenix get on the snipers, it's all over, baby. Those tanks are going to drop really quickly. They're able to survive 2 Phoenix shots now, though. Snipers are going after tanks, and that's that. Another pretty solid win here for Fresh Pro. Nutup is in a rough spot, just because Fresh Pro can transition fairly quickly with his cost control specialist. $700 coming out here for both players opting for the portable shield. And a Vulcan. Wow. He just slammed that thing down. If he gets the shield on that, it's going to have a ton of HP. And another Phoenix. Whoa. 2 more Phoenixes. Fresh Pro knows what he wants. Mass Sniper and a recycling coming out here. He recycled one of his tanks, so he can upgrade the Phoenix. All right, Mustang coming down. Not a bad choice. They're really going to suffer from these Phoenix. And unfortunately right now, because Nutup is losing the right side so quickly, his left side is falling apart. He can't really just position a arc light to get rid of everything. Oh, and I do love this use of missile. Nutup is really in a tough spot here. I don't know if this will be enough. These snipers are coming out at a good time. I feel like Nutup may have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew with this round. It all comes down to how long this Vulcan lives. Oh, and those Phoenix coming in at a great time just to neuter the damage. We have a lot of snipers left. Those tanks took a lot of shots, but I don't think it's going to be enough, as this Vulcan will just absorb all of the damage. And that's going to be that. Man, really good plays here by Fresh Pro. It feels a little dirty. Don't get me wrong. I don't condone this style of play, but it is effective. And heck, we're on round 4 in, what, less than 10 minutes? How long has this recording been going on? Yeah, we've only been in this for 7.5 minutes, and already Fresh Pro is pushing for the win. Grabbing another Vulcan. Ooh, the Fortress. Interesting choice here. The Fortress will stand for a very long time. Opting to munch his other unit of tanks. Wow. Fresh Pro's got a lot of cash now. 3 Vulcan coming down. Will Nutup change it up? No. I don't know if he's got what it takes to push this out. If even one of these Vulcans survive, it's going to be an extra 400 points of damage. Nutup is in a really, really rough spot here. Ooh, we see Phoenix on the left-hand corner. Luckily, he does have some Mustang there to cover that. I would have loved it if Nutup had just put a unit of Fang or a unit of Crawlers or even a unit of Mustang on the flank just to upset this a little bit. These Phoenix are going to drop fairly quickly. More Phoenix are going to drop, but those Vulcans standing proud. Those tanks are not going to be able to withhold very long. This Fortress is dealing a ton of damage, though. It's also being hit really hard, but it's drawing off the Vulcan. And really, that's huge, because once this Vulcan stops shooting at Mustang, what's left? Ooh, that's devastating. Fortress needs to hold for a little while longer for his DPS to come back online. It's back online, but those Mustang are in a rough spot, and that's probably... Oh, it's not quite GG. It might be, actually. If this Vulcan lives... I think it's close. Oh, it's just enough. Wow! Fresh Pro! No chill! All gas, no brakes. You gotta love it. All right. Hey, it's Greed again. Greed won previously. I will be watching him, monitoring him throughout the tournament, but I want to get some of these new players online. Good old Pixie and GT Bob are still in. Phenomenal. Let's take a look at McQueen versus Capel. Oh my god. Whenever we spawn into one of these matches, it is just a mess. McQueen, ooh, with the friendly lemur. Capel, rocking the sands of time. I do like both of these. Interesting. Neither player going for much range. It's going to be a pretty brutal fight. These snipers look like they're in a pretty good position. I do like the use of wasps. They're pretty well countered right now, but the great thing about having just even a couple of flying units on the field is if somehow you get lucky or something happens and all of the air-to-ground units die, you automatically win. So it's just nice to have a couple of them up here. Like these wasps coming in and taking out these snipers. It's pretty good. If they get these Mustang, they're going to be in a great position. He does. Oh my god, he just needs to kill a sniper. If he kills a sniper, he's won this. Yep. There's that one little Mustang that goes down to the arc light. This is what I was saying. It's good just to have a few wasps. You know? Just something that if you're lucky enough and everything dies, you stand in a good spot. Capel's going to continue to grow his lead here. Fantastic job on his part. Now, McQueen's looks like he's just been taking a bunch of cutting wounds. It could be a big swing, though. He does have quite a few units that could deal with this. Capel opting for the cash. McQueen going with the Phoenixes. He doesn't have Phoenix upgraded or unlocked right now. Normally I take that once I already have units on the field, but... Oh, I like the range increase on these arc lights. That is phenomenal. It's really going to help him clear away this chaff. Right now, a lot of his units are running in unsupported, so just having those shoot a little bit faster. Did he drop a unit of Phoenix and then eat a unit of Phoenix? Not too sure what happened there. Oh, there's the Phoenix. I don't think it will catch this Arclight in time. No, I think he's realized it and is instead moving it maybe to a flank? Yes, moving it to the right-hand flank, but unfortunately there's some Mustang that he knows are there. That Phoenix is gonna go the way of the Dodo. Capel opting for upgrades and dropping down another sentry turret. Sentry, what are these called? Sentry missiles. I think it should be renamed. I'm renaming it now. It's my game. This is going to go really well here, I believe, for Capel. I don't think he has anything to worry about from these Phoenixes. I would like to see some Stormcallers from either side. Preferably from Capel here. Yeah, he doesn't even need this sentry. Able just to munch both of those. Of course, that does draw the Mustangs away for a little bit, but it also gives them a good amount of XP. Sometimes it's not worth putting a unit on the flank if it's just going to allow your units to eat. Now, if he had some Stormcallers on either flank here, you see all these units are all just sitting there? That would be phenomenal. Once again, we see the breakthrough in the center, but the left-hand side is going a little bit more in the way of McQueen. He'll be able to roll this up. There are a significant amount of Mustang. Arclight's in the wrong space. Ooh, but the tower kills it. Will he be able to kill these snipers in time is the next question. I think he will. There's what looks to be 5 Fang left on the field. That's not going to be enough to take out these 10 Wasps. Unless they do get heavy support. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. These Arclights can get the extra 200% damage. I would like to see that, because once the Arclights start getting that much damage, they actually start hurting tanks a little bit more quickly. I do like these upgrades on the... Come here, you. Mustang. I can't see the Mustang. No upgrades on the Mustang. Ooh, getting a range upgrade on those might be good. McQueen's really suffering here. I'm not sure what was going on with that Phoenix play. It was a choice. Junior Manufacturing Specialist. I would expect that to come out here for Capel. No, both players opting for the fire. Capel hasn't gotten any specialists. Mustang's coming out. Get the range on these guys, man. There we go. Good for McQueen. That's really going to put a dent in it. Opting to eat those Phoenix. Yeah, those Phoenix were throwaway, unfortunately. Capel has a bunch of cash. What does he get? A Vulcan. 2 Vulcans. With the range upgrade as well. He's going to be happy that he got these. These Mustang are going to be in a world of hurt as they're going to flow up with the rest of the army, which normally I would consider a good thing, but in this case, it's not going to work out super great for him. I do like that he got them to just help deal with these Wasps, and actually having a range upgrade on them just means they enter the field of battle that little bit earlier, but there goes all of those Fang. Oh, actually the tank's saving them. The tanks are going to take a ton of damage here. That's wonderful. That's exactly what he wanted. Unfortunately, the Vulcan was able to switch over, and he's going to eat up all of these crawlers. Yes, that's not going to be the best. It's not going to go his way, though. The Vulcan do go down. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough to deal with the mass tank yet. Those tanks really took so much damage. Can his Vulcans get the burn? They can. That will help a little bit. But did you see how long it took him just to chew through something? That's not ideal by any means. Again, a couple units of Stormcallers could really shift this in either player's direction. McQueen grabbing the orbital. I don't mind that. Honestly, the nuke is really expensive. Wow, Capel trying to close out the game. Grabs the nuke. Ooh. McQueen smells it, though. He might drop a bunch of shields. It all comes down to how long those shields last, though. Without massive Stormcallers or high DPS units like... Oh, he does have some steel balls, but they come in and die too quickly. I don't think they're going to get on target quick enough. He also does have an underground threat. I've used the underground threat previously to help me win a tournament where I dropped it in the corner just to pull away units. I knew that they wouldn't survive for very long, but it allowed my units to engage him on their terms. You know, flowing in some of these units, leaving half of them behind, even for that extra second, does make a difference. Getting the range upgrade on his Mustang, not a bad choice. McQueen still has 300 bucks. At this point in the game, I'd like to start seeing the range increase come out. Oh, but he gets it on the snipers. He does have 3 of them. Here's the nuke, and unfortunately, most of his units are going to move out of the shield. Oh, little Mustang. No. Oh, a couple of them are going to stay in. At least the nuke will kill the shields. Not great by any means, though. That was a large investment just to kill $200 worth of shields. This Vulcan's alone and afraid, and down he goes. It may be enough on the right-hand flank to have this work, but I don't know if it will be enough for him to win the game. Again, he's suffering massively because of these tanks. And I love this EMP shot. Where is he getting that from? It's coming from the sledgehammers as well. Woo, comeback kid, McQueen. He's almost evened it out. We're working into round 8, though. This is where the game starts to get a little scary. McQueen instantly grabbing the advanced firepower. He needs to win this in 4 turns. Capel opting to skip again. I skip a lot as well. I'm not really sure if that's the optimal play, but it works sometimes. Snipers, huh? That's not the choice, man. Oh, but the best partner coming out here for the Vulcan. I still think a unit or 2 of Stormcallers would help him a lot. It wouldn't absolutely wreck the tanks, but it would kill everything else around them. Either that or getting some steel balls that live. Having some units up front just to take damage would be good as well. Hell, even just a couple of units of Fang just to stand there and die would make a difference. Oh, hey, we're seeing the return of the Phoenix, and he eats them again just to get that cash. That's great. That's a really interesting way to play. An extra $450. Wow. I'm going to have to watch that back. I believe he earned money from that. McQueen, did you just teach us something? Is that a thing? Oh, and there's the range upgrade. That could be the thing that wins it for him. These steel balls are not really doing enough right now. They could use a range upgrade as well. I do like the use of the shield. I think the Vulcan will be in there in time. He could have put the shield a little bit further up. That would have been fine. He's sitting on these crawlers, man. Don't sit on them. Use them. Wow, this guy's had enough. He's shooting away already. Oh, this is actually quite good. Oh, my. The Vulcan with the 125% increased damage actually melting through these tanks really quickly. That's pretty good. Oh my, it is not as one-sided as we've seen in the past. Those Vulcan really doing the damage with a little bit of sniper support. Is it going to be enough? I think so. These Vulcan need to collapse in the center before they run out of support, but I think they'll get it. The tower lives. The towers die. Oh, it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be enough. But once these Vulcan level, they're going to have significantly more HP. These snipers, unfortunately, are going to be caught out on shields, but that was a big turnaround. Fire the shot. Doesn't quite get it. It's neck and neck here. What a game. Senior defense coming out from McQueen. Capel could probably use it as well. No, going with the manufacturing. Does he plan on getting more Vulcan? He does. Leveling them once again. We see him munch something for McQueen. Everything's happening so quickly. I am almost positive he's getting net cash from that. Very interesting place. All right, another unit of Vulcan. There's the underground threat here from Capel. That could be good. He's opting to play it in his own space just to have a few more units to be shot. Not a bad play. He could grab a couple more snipers. He has $400. It's not a bad choice. He's really thinking about it. I wouldn't spec too heavily into the Vulcan. I wouldn't sit on the money either, though. He's got time. Opting for the range upgrade. Getting a few upgrades across the board. If he has a unit or two just out here to die, it would make a bit of a difference. Getting his sentries back down, not a bad play. You have $100 left, man. I just put a unit of crawlers in the far back just to have an extra one. Something that absorbs damage is really useful. Opting for another sniper. Okay. Hey, getting some Fang out isn't a bad idea. Are these both called Best Partner? Oh no, one is called Shooting Squad. Okay. There's the burning. Tanks drop exceedingly quickly now. With those tanks all going the way of the dodo, he's in a really good spot. Those crawlers are giving him a lot of time. That's exactly what he needed. If he had parasitic ammo on one of these, it would be phenomenal. Oh, it's not looking good. Having those extra little Fang out there actually helped quite a bit. They took a lot of damage. It's burning down. Oh, how close is he? He's very close. The tower's gonna fall. This is a lot of damage coming out on McQueen. It's not enough to kill him, but McQueen's very much in the danger zone. He's got to make a big comeback here. Those Vulcan are dealing way too much damage. Capel could opt for another Vulcan for only $200. No, opting for the damage. McQueen grabbing the Vulcan. Interesting choice. That Vulcan is going to be significantly weaker. Mass upgrades across the board. Capel feels pretty strong. There is enough anti-air here that I wouldn't transition to the aerial, into an aerial space for McQueen. Both players... Ooh. Okay. McQueen putting a Vulcan right in front. Very interesting choice. He's got a ton of cash. Buds, get some Stormcallers. Some Stormcallers with fire cripples both armies. The oil coming down as well. He's hoping just to set it on fire. That's what he's been needing for a long time. Here come just mass Vulcan. Oh my word. What can you do against such reckless hate? Mass shielding coming down. Not bad plays from both players. I love this. You just need to keep your units alive as long as possible. You're nervous about something coming down that could deal a lot of damage to them and swing it. Missiles are good. I like his idea of just setting this all on fire, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. The fire is going to be absolute madness. There goes the Vulcan. It's just a bloodbath. That poor little guy showed up and his big brothers just kicked his teeth in. But I do like this burning. It's really going to help him swing it. There's a lot of HP on the field, though. Does he have enough just to chunk through it? I don't think so. Look how little damage that's doing. It's going to take him another 5 volleys, but these Vulcan are slow. It's going to come down to sniper wars at the end, and the snipers are supported by tanks. He won't have the fire next turn, though. And that's going to make a big difference for Capel. Just because his Vulcan will be able to live through it. This isn't a lot of damage, but McQueen earns himself another round. He's got to keep winning by just the skin of his teeth. Great play there by McQueen. Okay, he sees that there is a ton of Vulcan. Both players opting for range. They realize that that's very important. Oh, my word. Mass upgrades here for McQueen. Mass upgrades for Capel. Both players have some very tough units. Man, these Mustang, they're ready for business. Shields are coming down. The shields don't survive for very long versus the Vulcan. Capel, you could really close this out if you got some Stormcallers. Or, heck it, put some motherships in the back. Get some mama ships with the photon coating. 1, 2. Just to make all your units super tough. Oh, I love this. These marksmen are going to be doing a ton of damage now. And they're just what you need to start taking down these super heavy Vulcan. Opting to go with the marksman instead. Does he have a giant hunter? No. He couldn't pick it up on that previous round just because he was so close to death. Capel isn't scared at all. He's going to use all of his money on units just because McQueen hasn't been pressuring him very much with unit cards like these orbital bombardments. If McQueen doesn't win it this round, if he beats Capel but doesn't win the game, Capel is going to have his nuke back online, and McQueen is going to have to spend another huge amount of money on shields. That's going to be an issue. That's $600 in shields a turn. Capel is continually able just to keep spending cash. I would like to see these marksmen with a few more upgrades. Everything burns down really quickly. There isn't fire in the center, though, and these marksmen are going to be shooting at crawlers for a little while. The burning goes down. He gets a lot on the left, but is it going to be enough? Does he have enough chaff just for the marksmen to shoot at? The answer is no. They're on the Vulcan already. And the Vulcan are dropping fairly quickly. The one on the right is tough, though. That's a huge win here. Oh, tower drops. It's not going to be enough. Capel is going to have a nuke next round. It's not very often you get to see the nuke used twice, and McQueen's got to spend it. This is a back and forth game, neck and neck once again. Smoke bomb for McQueen. Capel could go with super heavy armor. I wouldn't recommend it, though. He's already in a tough spot. His Vulcan have been countered. It's time to move away from the Vulcan. Both players opting for smoke. Orbital bombard coming down. Smoke on the left, smoke on the right. Bombardment's coming down. He has the nuke. McQueen's got to be cognizant of that. There it is, dead center. It's a good spot to put it. Capel, you need mass, baby. You don't need upgraded Vulcan. You need things to take the shot for your Vulcan. You know what take the shot for Vulcans really well? Fang with shields. Put several units of Fang with shields right here. They'll stand up. They'll get shot by snipers all day long. Who cares? Or hell, just grab some Stormcallers. There are a lot of Mustang on the field that can shoot down them, or shoot down the missiles, but who cares? You only need to win one round. This nuke could be devastating, but right now there isn't really a lot of reach. Wow! McQueen is turtling up like crazy. This is, oh, I called it. Overlord with the photon coating is really going to make a big difference here. Grab another one. Put it over on your right. Yes, baby. This will help a significant amount. That 50% decrease in damage for, what is it, 16 seconds? It doesn't seem like long, but it's a lot. Do these shields go down? The bombardment comes out, but it's not nearly as dangerous as a nuke. Oh, I think that shield's gonna drop. It's not the best shield drop, though. Here comes the nuke. It takes the shields away, which honestly was kind of an even Stevens trade, but these wasps might be the thing that really swings it. Those snipers are all killing wasps when they should be killing Vulcan, or tanks, or snipers. Great play here. Really, my hat is off to McQueen. Heart of the Tiger on this guy. GG, well played. Round 12. It was like a survival mode battle. Both players really doing a great job there. And we will be back in 1 minute and 12 seconds. And we'll be live here in 7 seconds. If you guys don't mind, if you like the videos, please like and subscribe. It really does do quite a bit to keep me going. Let's take a look at the action here. Joda, reoccurring player. We've seen him come in quite often versus Coop, level 2. I do like that. I guess he's a level above the rest. What is Joda going to pick up here? I don't mind this starting hand. Rhino Specialist. Now, we haven't seen very many Rhinos in the past, or at least in this new meta. I've played in 4 tournaments recently, winning 2 of them, placing in all 4, and I think I've seen Rhinos twice. So really interesting. I have actually seen the Rhino come down and then immediately be recycled, but that's kind of just a delay tactic. Not sure if that's really the way you want to go with that. Giant Specialist here for Joda. It's good to see him returning. I do like the Llama. That's quite fun. The Llama is going to be our top player, and he's going with just the meanest headbutt in the world. I do like this combined arms, though. 2 Phoenix, 2 arc lights, 2 Fang, a unit of Fang to hold the center, or to hold the right. It won't work, just because these crawlers will absolutely decimate them. Joda will be able to sniff this out. He's a pretty seasoned player, but this is a really good headbutt. What a great combined arm play here by Coop. Joda's not going to sniff it out, which most players don't. I do like his more balanced approach. Unfortunately, these tanks might get gimped by the Phoenix. Now they're going to be shooting at the crawlers. It's not going to be enough. Too little, too late. And this will be a slow tale of two cities, but I don't think Joda is going to be able to clear this out. He could kill a Phoenix. That's going to go a long way to helping them win this. Unfortunately, I think that... Oh... Okay, this is actually a really good thing. If those crawlers kill it very quickly... 3, 2, 1... There it goes. Now the sniper's in a really good position. This might actually work out for Joda. You always want your tower to die first. Oh my god. Joda is gonna live. Man, Coop must be kicking himself. That is just terrible to position for a headbutt and then to lose it. That's not something you see very often. It really comes down to whose tower dies first. Having your tower die first is often better. You want your tower to drop, that way his units spend their entire time getting over to yours while yours are tired. Then yours come back online and win it. I'd like to see the senior manufacturing specialist come out, or the supply specialist. Either would be good. Shield device could be really good here. Joda opting for the haste module. I don't mind this. Having a little bit more attack isn't a bad thing. He unlocks Fang. Interesting. Is he putting them there? Yeah, buddy. Putting them there just to die. You gotta love it. Coop opting for some more Phoenix. He has the haste module. What did Joda pick up? I don't think Joda picked up anything. I think he just chose to get the cash. Not a bad play. Oh no, he has the haste module as well. Ooh, on the crawlers. Very aggressive. I like that. And a shield here for the headbutt. Not a bad idea, but I think all of his units will still flow out in time to not be protected by the shield. Those tanks are really going to make a difference here. He has a bunch of crawlers coming in. The splash damage on this arc light is going to do wonders, though. And he's going to probably lose the right. He might win the left. That shield is really going to hold up for a long period of time. Oh, can he kill those Fang in time? No is the answer. He might drop the shield, which is $100. In the early game, that's a little bit of cash. Take out a Phoenix. Oh, he's not going to make it. That shield really worked overtime. And this is exactly what you want from your shields. Every time I deploy a shield, I want it to be on just a sliver of HP before the round ends. Strike specialist from Joda. I like this. Fight fire with fire. If somebody's going to troll, do a headbutt, and try and push through, you have to go into immediate damage control and just try and win it out. I do like these Stormcallers. Does he put anything on the flanks yet? No. Coop has time to think about it. That portable shield might be good. The attack could be really good. Instead, opting for the shield. Oh, and there's his Rhino. Coop is going to have a lot of aggression. I do love these steel balls. They'll really help deal with this tank. And they're just going to push in. Wow, Coop, some really good plays here. Here comes El Rhino Supreme. That's going to delay these Stormcallers firing. These Stormcallers might go off and tag the shields, but I don't think it will be enough to bring down the shields again. Coop really has this in hand. Wow. Man, that early headbutt really can make a difference. Poor Joda's going to have to be working from the background this entire time. There's the crawlers in the back. Okay, I like that. These steel balls are going to go after them. Crawlers actually do fairly well against steel balls. I'd love to see an upgrade on these crawlers. Even just the mechanical rage or the replicate could be strong. These little Fang don't know what's going to hit them, though. Oh, here they come. These Fang just die. The crawlers, though, they're on their way to Nirvana. They don't want any part of that fight. Off they go. Where they end up, nobody knows. Eventually, they'll get the tower. But he drew away a ton of units, and they're going to get the tower. No, they're not. His tower dropped a little bit too quickly. Man, that was not a bad play. It was very interesting. Definitely not going to be enough. This sniper's got to be working overtime. He gets a shot. Man, Joda's in a tough spot. A really tough spot. I like the Stormcallers, but now he's in a really tough spot. He could get the marksman. The ion blast here from Coop. Coop is just trying to keep Joda on his toes. That's mean. That's super mean. I love it, but it's mean. Both players opting for the ion. The ion would finally take out the shield. If he gets the Mecho Rage on these crawlers, it could make a big difference. These crawlers could eventually overwhelm everything. There's the ion. Oh, not anymore. That upgraded arc light is going to make a huge difference. Ion coming down as well. He's hoping to catch some of the enemy units. Another unit of Stormcallers, not bad. Sometimes what I have done in the past, again, I'm not saying I'm the best player in the world, but when I've been playing on ladder and I see this headbutt going in, I just go in on the other side, and then we make it a tradesies. It's stupid, but sometimes that's what you have to do, because he's already invested so much on this side. You just get counter units, put them all over here, crush this, let him crush that, and then you fight again in the middle. It doesn't always work, but at least then you're not playing from behind. Right now, Joda, unfortunately, is playing from behind because he's constantly trying to get back from round one. I know Joda won round one, but that was kind of a fluke. These crawlers are now alone and afraid. There's an arc light there to protect them. Wow, these bad boys. Again, going AWA. I love it. Unfortunately, they're going to run right into a ion beam. It goes down. Oh, and he crushes through some Phoenix. Oh, these little crawlers actually duck, dodged, dipped, and weaved. They're still going. They're taking a lot of damage. Wow. That one little crawler that could survived and took a ton of damage for him. Of course, that does cost a significant amount of cash to do every turn. I don't think that's the way forward anymore, Joda, but it is pretty cool. That's a lot of Phoenix on the field. And he already has Steel Balls. Steel Balls aren't very good at killing Mustang. Well, they'll get through them. But I wouldn't say that they're the best unit. Joda getting the Lightning Storm. Yes, Joda, yes. It would be cool if Coop went for the Senior Manufacturing Specialist. That could make a big difference. If he wrapped in a couple of giant units here. No, opting for the Mama ship. The anti-air is really low. Put a Mama ship right here on this right-hand corner, maybe. Or just, yeah, bring it in with your Phoenix. Shield coming down. Joda, you need some more units that shoot up, bud. Oh, there's the fortress. Okay. Okay, he's using that to kill off this Rhino. Unfortunately, I don't know if the fortress has enough support. Next turn... Come on, let me click the fortress. Thank you. Next turn, if he gets barrier, that would just be a free shield. It's not too bad. The Lightning Storm will be able to strike down these Phoenix immediately. And it's slowing everything down, taking off their shields. There's a huge amount of stuff coming your way, though, bud. Will he have enough units that shoot up at the end of the day? He's going to have 3-4 snipers. And he's able to clear a lot of the chaff. He's going to have a problem dealing with units that have shields, though. This fortress is going to go a long way to keeping them up, but I hope his tower falls first. Yes, that's exactly what you want. Another 5 seconds. He gets it. Perfect. Those Stormcallers are in a good position to clear off the steel balls. Then the units need to turn. They're on the Phoenix now. It all comes down to these 2 snipers. Does he have enough chaff to die? Oh, 1 sniper goes down. It's going to be tight, but I think he's going to get it. Who's targeting who? Oh, and that's that. And that's a lot of damage here for Joda. That's unfortunate. You just need a couple of units to plink away those shields. Getting a couple more Fang, getting some Mustang, just something. Somehow this tower died. I don't know if that tower died just because it was the end of the round, or because there was a unit that got through. Thing that's spooking me is that Phoenix went whap and turned right around. Ooh, more fortress with anti-air. Okay, there isn't going to be a mama ship unless Coop goes for the mama ship. Joda's getting crunched though. I'd like to see these tanks get a level. It just means they absorb damage. All of these Phoenixes are only level 1. Ooh, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Alright, kind of odd. I'm not sure why Coop has gone with so many sentries here. Alright, Joda's played it out. Ooh, the orbital bombardment's going to be huge. If it can knock off some of these shields, he's in a really good spot. I love this, though. Steel balls with the crawlers. Already, Joda is having difficulty dealing with just the amount of chaff on the ground. These little crawlers are going to die. Unfortunately, not being able to pull off as many units. But initially, a really good play, just because it delayed 3-4 units of Phoenix there. Joda, you got to be nervous, man. You have to be real nervous here. Opting to spend another $100 to call off his crawlers run. Yeah, it didn't last. Alright, there's the missiles. They all pretty much miss. That's not what you want to see. And now these fortresses are being targeted down. Will they be able to launch again? They do. Alright, not doing bad amount of damage. One more missile comes down. He'd be in a sweet spot. It launches. Taking him out. That's pretty huge. This is probably going to go the way of Joda. He wants to activate that missile. He does. Unfortunately, it kills his shield. He's got enough sniper support. Unfortunately, Fortress is kind of a one-trick pony. Unless you can really support them. He does. He gets it. That's a lot of damage. Come on, Joda. Pull it back, baby. He needs to win one more round like that, and that's game. Oh my god. Brain Specialist is super important, and Parasitic Ammo is super important. Joda opting to skip. Instead, using his money to get the shields. That can help him a lot. The wall of shields means that he's going to have a lot of units just to take damage. Where does he put that unit of Fang? He puts them up front. Yes, he knows to block. Getting another unit of Fang. Oh, Joda, you're talking my language, baby. He knows the importance of having units to block damage. It just means that all of these steel balls will be coming in and hitting nothing. Coop has to keep spending money on these sentries. Oh, ooh, phenomenal here. I'd love to see the upgrade, but no, opting just to go for the range instead. It's basically like having a range specialist, but only for $100. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Actually, this is better. The enhanced range is 3 range more. He needs that range on these fortresses. Oh, it's going to be so tight. If I had to give it to somebody, unfortunately, I don't know. I really, truly don't know. I love the shield right in no man's land. And just a ton of missiles coming out here for Coop. He spent a lot of money on missiles this turn. Wow. And last turn. Well, I bet Joda's really happy that he has these shields. It's going to block a ton of damage. Here comes the Rhino. Rhino's going to be able to swing once. Not enough. The shields are holding strong. There goes the first set of missiles. Little Fang just need to stand in the way. They're doing a good job. There goes a lot of the Phoenix. Ooh, but the Phoenix can come back. When they come back, they're going to have their shields again. Oh, that's going to be rough. He doesn't have a lot of direct anti-air, but it might be enough here with these snipers. Oh, no. I think the respawning Phoenix might get it. One more Phoenix. Oh, my God. That one little Phoenix is going to try and make it work. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Luckily, these fortresses' anti-air is no longer synced. And he has a lot of HP on these fortresses. Dealing a good amount of AoE. Bam, 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 bam. Oh my god, these respawning Phoenix, man. You really needed something to plink away. Does he have enough? Oh, Joda's got to be hating this. If all of these Phoenix survive, then he will die. Eventually, the Phoenix are not going to be respawning just because they're running out of respawns, but it is going to be enough respawns, I think. Oh, is it enough to put Joda down? It is for sure. Wow. Joda's got to be crying in his chair. I really hope he doesn't watch this and feel bad because both players played an excellent game. Coop going with the headbutt and then finishing it off. Really well done. Let's take a look at... Well, both those players are already dead. Well, let's take a look at Wei. We haven't seen him play in a while. Oh, wow. Well, it is round 9. Is that... I recognize that character. Somebody will tell me in the comments, I'm sure. Luckily, every time I look at the comment section, people are like, oh, that little cat dude? Yeah, that's from Cats, and he's Professor Lighton from Pokemon or whatever, so thank you guys. I do read the comments and reply to them, but just seeing that is phenomenal. A lot of money here. Wei opting for no shields. I like it. Live your best life. All these little Fang have a ton of HP now. Wow, lots of shields for both units. Tons of marksmen. Man, are we playing survival mode? Where that wave of marksmen and Fang come out? Jeez, that stinks. He doesn't... Oh, this is real bad. He doesn't have anything to protect those Phoenix. I can see a unit of Phoenix dropping here fairly easily. These tanks do have range. Is he going to protect him? No, instead going with some shields of his own. Lots of shields. I would love to have seen a shield in the backline here. Oh. Luckily, that initial barrage just came in on the Phoenix and only hit, well, nothing. Good job. He doesn't have a lot to shoot up, but he is able to take pot shots and take out those wasps. Good stuff. Good stuff. Unfortunately, look at these marksmen just running down the field. Man, those guys look quick. And they're just shooting away. There's nothing that Wei can do about this. GG. That's a lot of marksmen. The Stormcaller support really helped. The tanks are zooming around at Mach speed. Taking a shot, and that's that. GG for Wei. Wei. Oh, man. I thought that he would have won. Good for him, though. We'll be back in the next round, but let's play some predictions. I've never seen Play Archer play together. Please check out all of these players on YouTube, or on YouTube, excuse me, on Twitch. I would love to see the Twitch continue to grow. Fresh Pro, we've seen him play. I'd like to see him continue all the way through. Kebab Sniffer, our friendly German, still in the game. Good for him. Let's see him win one. We've watched Hawk play before. Mother of Africa, we've seen play before. We do see a lot of returning players. This is wonderful. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next round. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. We are going to be looking at Esoteric, excuse me, versus Sleeveless. Esoteric has Giant Specialist Sleeveless with Quick Supply. Interesting. Not a unit type, or not a specialist that we see very often. Tanks and crawlers versus tanks, Mustang, or sorry, versus marksman, Mustang, and crawlers. He's going to opt for Fang. Interesting choice. These Mustang are going to do a really good job at clearing out a lot of this. Interesting. I'm not sure. Oh man, I love this checkerboard spread here from Sleeveless. If I had to make a prediction, I would say Exotic or Esoteric has it in the early game just because these Mustang outrange the Fang and they can normally kill off the Fang, no problem. These crawlers coming in could come in at a very good time though. There is not a lot of AoE on the field for Esoteric, which means all of these units could overwhelm him and crush him. He does have a little bit of fighters on the field though. This could make a difference. Opting to eat one of those crawlers in the early game. Interesting choice. Fire comes out. Here comes the shots. These Mustang are there to protect the sniper. He's going to need that sniper. Is there enough meat on the field? The Mustang turn. Unfortunately, those Mustang are going to be eaten alive by tanks. The right is going to go in the way of Esoteric. He's going to lose the left in a big way. And I have to give it to Sleeveless here. I think he's going to pinch this out. Once that damage comes in, luckily the tower will drop, but slowly. He's going to earn himself a tank. He might even get himself another one here. There's 2. Can he get 3? There's 3 tanks. Wow. 3 tanks for the price of nothing. It's going to wear off. He'll grab another tower. I don't know if these Mustang have the DPS to kill the tower before it's too late. Sniper! This sniper is a true hero. Do they have the DPS to make it work? One of these crawlers breaking off. He really didn't need that at this point. Yeah, it looks like Sleeveless might end up winning this. Or Esoteric at this point. It could go either way. Ooh, he gets the tank though. That's that. If that one little crawler had just stayed the course, it would have been really good there for Sleeveless. Esoteric barely closing that out, and you don't want to see that as a quick supply specialist. Losing that first round is real tough, but he saved a lot of his cash. So now he's able to make that transition. Ooh. Over to Phoenix. I mean, the Phoenix are going to do phenomenally well against a Vulcan. Esoteric grabbing the free missile strike. This missile strike comes off cooldown really often, so it's great to have that. I don't know about these Phoenix. There are already Mustang on the field. I mean, it's good to have them. Don't get me wrong, they're good units. I'd put them in A tier, but... ooh, he's going to drop it. Sleeveless is sitting on some cash still. He's holding all the coins. I don't think these Phoenix are going to come online and shoot the right units. Oh, they are! Going after the Vulcan. That is huge. He will eventually melt that Vulcan. Will he have enough to actually close it out, though, with just some tanks? I don't think so. It's not going to be enough. Those Phoenix, interesting choice, but, you know, a dangerous one. They didn't quite have the DPS. They won't have the DPS next turn. And now Esoteric is able to sniff it out. That Vulcan, a really good play. Sleeveless has a ton of cash. 850. Going with more Phoenix. 3 more units of Phoenix. Oh my god. Esoteric actually ending up getting the orbital bombardment. Sleeveless, you have so much cash, dude. You've been sitting on $200 for like 3 rounds. Spend it. More Vulcan and Fang. These Vulcan are a little out of position for my taste. Having them on the front is not bad. He will be able to squeeze a unit of Fang out in front of him. Yeah, there you go, baby. I would love it if he could get another one there, but he'll do it next turn anyway, so who cares? But that just pulls these Phoenix away from shooting the actual targets they need to be shooting, and this orbital bombardment is going to do a ton of damage. If that lands, yep, taking out the Fang, taking out these tanks. Oh, this is not going to go in the way of Sleeveless at all. It is just a crushing victory. That's going to be a ton of damage. An absolute stomping here. Poor Sleeveless. Poor Sleeveless. I don't know about that Phoenix, man. Those Phoenix seem like a really bad play to me, but hey, maybe Sleeveless knows what he's doing. He's got $1,000 to $800. Can he make those $200 finally count? Sleeveless, my God, dude. You have enough money. Please. Getting Vulcan of his own. Not a bad play. Oh, and he gets the little sprinting fire bombs. Well, I mean, it's not bad. He does have a lot more fast units. It's definitely a double-edged sword in this case. Man, I'm just thinking back to that guy who wrote a really mean comment earlier saying that I can't speak. He was right. Esoteric, what are you going to do about this? He doesn't know about the Vulcan. I wouldn't expect a Vulcan to come out at this point. Hard to tell whose missile that is. It is Sleeveless's. Oh, actually grabbing some Fang. Interesting choice. Those are going to be 15 level 2 Fang. Going with mass upgrades, I don't hate that at all. Honestly, Esoteric can play it kind of safe right now. He can even sit on those $100. He has a full head of health at 4,300. Even if the entire enemy army survived, he'd probably still be in the game. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, he moved it right at the last moment. I do like these snipers with the screen. Just means that they're going to be able to pick off those Phoenixes even easier. Shield comes down. Oh, and the Vulcan is going to have a sniper friend of his own. Blap. And the sniper gets his own little entourage. Wow. That sniper is the luckiest sniper on the planet. Down goes the burning, though. Kind of in the wrong spot, but it is dealing a lot of damage. The Vulcan's able to clean up the rest of it without much of an issue. He's unfortunately burning the Vulcan. This is going to go really well here for Sleeveless. He's got a ton of Phoenix left. These snipers don't have the DPS yet to take care of the Vulcan in time. All right. Good job here for Sleeveless. Is this going to be the comeback? It's going to be close. It's going to be super close. Ooh, Sleeveless, God, man, come on. You are playing a hard economy game. I do like it. It's an interesting choice. Giant Hunter for Esoteric would be interesting as well. He has time. I probably would have taken the Giant Hunter. Just because if you kill these two, you're at a min, and then you do it again, you're going to be up $100 each turn, which could make a little bit of a difference. He can opt for more Giants. Esoteric taking his time to think about it. Down goes the missile. None of these Phoenix have any upgrades or tech. That is super unfortunate. It's a huge investment. Even just the respawning Phoenix would be good. A great way to think about tech is, hey, this costs $300, but it's distributed across 5 units. That's pretty good. Opting for a Fortress here from Esoteric, good. He had the Giant Specialist. He might as well be using it. And the shield. Okay. Grabbing cash. I don't know if this is rushing a bit here, bud. Ooh, what is he going to do with $200? Another unit of Fang. These are unupgraded weenie Fang that will be crushed by this missile. Ooh, getting the health, though, is pretty good. All right. I don't know if he has enough anti-air. He's able to protect himself. His little Fang are going to deal some damage. That's good. Honestly, he doesn't really need to worry about the chaff too much because the enemy team's Vulcan will most likely kill the chaff for him. It's not looking bad currently. Unfortunately, this Vulcan is stuck shooting giant units. That is not where you want your Vulcan to be. And he's able to push through in a big way. This is looking like a great win here for Esoteric. As long as his right flank holds, he'll win. Down go the fire and the flames. That Vulcan's not doing any damage currently. Oh, and this is going to be enough to put Sleeveless in the dirt. Sniper. Good shooting. Great play there by Sleeveless. I did like the Vulcan, but it was a very interesting choice. It's not something I would normally have done. Let's take a look at 3, 2, 1. Popping into Bazzi versus Witcher. Bazzi is actually the Weekend European Grand Rookie Champion. Good for him. Playing in the Advanced League. I love that. Can he cinch it and go straight up to the highest league possible? Let's just watch the carnage unfold. These overlords are somewhat uncontested. There's a few snipers left on the field. If the Stormcallers are able to snipe out the snipers, he's going to be in a good spot. This Overlord's being targeted down. Both Overlords are being targeted down. I don't think that old Witcher here is going to be able to hold. Those shields doing so much to keep him in this. Good job here for Bazzi. Alrighty. Calm down there, game. That's the fun part about hopping into a game halfway through. Spectator mode goes insane for a minute. Bazzi spent all of his cash immediately. Witcher sitting on $850. Grabbing Rhino. Whoa, I like that. Angry, pushy Rhino in the front? Yeah, they're just here to absorb damage. Okay. The high explosive rounds for the Stormcallers. Really interesting choice. These Fang on the left and right are going to be super annoying here for Witcher. I'd love to see him get the Mothership. Just because that would allow him to add so much more. Oh, wow. And these guys, even with the photon coating, just delaying enough for the rest of Witcher's team to get online. And now it's going to be a fight in the center. That was a huge amount of money spent, but it allowed him for his units to all engage together. And that might be exactly what he needs here. These snipers are just doing a bang-up job against the tanks. Shielded tanks doing amazingly well as well. They will all drop here, and now it's snipers all day long, baby. Unfortunately, this shield's really making a difference. God, this guy's range is insane. 215 meters. He's able to just chunk across the map and take out the tower. That's that. Bazzi making a good comeback. What do you do against such reckless hate? You probably just drop a missile to get rid of those annoying little crawlers on your flanks. Witcher having a good think here. I do like the deployment specialist here from Bazzi. Just allowing him to make those transitions really quickly. As you get later into the game, suddenly being able to summon 3 units really does make a difference. These guys have the detonation. Does Witcher bring them all the way in? Last time they made it in deep. And he could detonate them. That could really work. I do like these crawlers up the front. Supported by the tanks with shields. It could work. Both players sitting on a ton of cash, each having a little think. Bazzi hasn't unlocked a ton of units, and I do like that. It means he's saved so much money not unlocking things like Fortress. Oh, Mustang coming out now. Is he really that worried? He's going to use the Mustang to kill these crawlers. Okay. The crawlers were a bit of an issue. Opting for more snipers here from Bazzi. Armor for both players. Good. Bazzi does not have the armor yet. Getting another unit. It's a very slow round. I kind of like this, though. This is something that I don't do often, which I really need to do, is slow down and think about it. Yes, baby. Putting these Fang to delay. Dropping this missile to delay as well. The power armor would eventually stop that, but that's okay. That's a large investment. Man, those crawlers are really doing a great job. Look at the delay tactics there. Now the center's engaging with the flanks being wide open. These missiles were just open to be shot. Man, they all drop. Great play here by Bazzi. This is a player who understands the game. Look at that. He was able to cripple the enemy's missile line before they were able to engage. Sure, he's getting pushed out here, but all of his units, all of the important units, are safe behind a wall of shields, and they're able to continue to do damage. Both shields holding up again. This one little tank that could finally gets taken down. Man, great play here by Bazzi. This is just beautiful. It's like art. Man, poor Witcher. He doesn't... I'm sure he realizes it. These crawlers are literally costing him the game. I think that is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Bazi opting for the parasitic ammo. A great job, or a great idea to do here. Witcher skipped. He needed the cash. I'd love it if these tanks didn't upgrade, but they can't upgrade yet anyways. Finally, getting the missile. He just needs to kill them, man. He needs to get his units online at the same time. These rhinos are basically useless at this point, just because they're not delaying long enough. Crawlers in the front. Yes, finally. Witcher. It's going to seem dumb, but put another unit of crawlers down. And then get some gosh darn shields, man. They're going to get chewed up by these exceedingly tough stormcallers. But just having a couple of shields makes a big difference. Finally, the wasps come out. The wasps are just there because it will take a little while for the marksmen to chew through them. That could make a big difference. Ooh, grabbing some arc callers. Arc lights, excuse me. An interesting choice. Unupgraded arc lights. Where did he put them? Oh, just here. To deal with chaff, I guess. Hey, Bazi, you know the game. You do your thing, man. There's the mass shields for Witcher, protecting most of his most important units. Unfortunately, his right flank is still really well open for this orbital bombardment. Finally, they all die. Now his army can engage together. The old reckless rhinos, able to delay for a little while. Huge fight in the center. Mama ships should be summoning in some more wasps here shortly. And this is actually looking a lot better here for Witcher. It's going to be tough. Those snipers are always able to turn the tides near the end. He's able to summon some wasps, but the snipers came online a little too early. Snipers are going after wasps, but there is that parasitic ammo. Who has it? These level 4 stormcallers. It made a difference. If you didn't notice it, a lot of his snipers kept stopping to shoot down. Great job there by Bazi. Wow. Beautiful artwork. Let's take a look at the live rankings so that we can see we have probably 4 more rounds left. And we'll go from there. We'll see y'all in a few minutes. Versus Fresh Pro. Really interesting opening hand here. Fresh Pro going with the cost control specialist. I do like that quite a bit. He has a good amount of range. He has some good units there. I wouldn't mind seeing the heavy armor come out here. Unfortunately, In Exile doesn't have many units that have, or many cards here that have high HP. Having a lot of initial HP is not something to be scoffed at. Just being able to take a round of damage without really worrying is phenomenal. Let's see if Fresh Pro can pull out another win. I do like In Exile's avatar. Very cute. Oh, Fresh. You have to stop. Why? Why are you like this? Wow, even being super angsty with those Stormcallers. Alrighty, bud. Make it happen. It's a really interesting play here. I don't know if it will work as well as before. He doesn't have quite the army to make it work. Luckily, these little guys are going to be able to zoom in, but if Exile doesn't grab a lot of units here, he's going to be in an issue. A lot of fast-moving units. Or just something that can fly. If he gets even 1 unit of wasps, he wins. Oh my god. Fresh Pro realizes it, and he grabs a unit that can fly. Interesting. It's not great against the Phoenix. Oh my god. This Rhino. If it goes to the right, yeah, it's going to be a very strange trade. That is unfortunate. Is he going to headbutt the other side? Are we going to see the headbutt? No, instead both players going very aggressive. Okay. These Stormcallers are going to be right in range, though. Those poor tanks are going to all just explode. Luckily, these Fang might actually grab those Phoenix up, though, before the Crawlers can do anything about it. I like this. It's kind of a weird one, but we're going to have to see how it works. These Fang are not able to kill those Crawlers, unfortunately, and they're going to lose, especially if they have Phoenix support. It all comes down to how quickly this Rhino takes out the tower, though. If it kills it really quickly, this could make a difference. All of a sudden, these last little Fang, the hero Fang, might be able to survive. Here comes Loud and in charge Rhino. He needs these Fang to live. They're the only thing that matter. And they're all dead. All right, well, good game, I guess. Fresh, I love the aggression, bud, but if I ever play against you, you bet I'm going to pull all my units back. Let your guys just all come in and die. Gee Louie. Three, two, one. Round 2. Oh my gosh. In Exile probably wants this missile. Does Fresh go with intensive training or the missile device of his own? It wouldn't be bad. I like that both players are taking a moment to think about it. This is extremely vulnerable to anti-stormcallers of his own or to just a lot of flying units could just get in there and absolutely wreck this. Fresh going with his Phoenix. He loves those Phoenix and grabbing a unit of Fang. He has the ability, or he unlocked them. He hasn't played them out yet. In Exile did grab the Missile Strike. Okay. He's opting to try and neuter these crawlers. Not a bad idea. And these poor tanks are in a rough way. That's a lot of Phoenixes, but In Exile has cash. He can choose to do something a little bit crazy. I try and beat him at the Phoenix game. Stormcallers, not bad. His Stormcallers are going to be shooting enemy Stormcallers pretty much immediately. If he breaks those Stormcallers, he's in a great spot. He's relying on these Fang, though. Fang, notoriously unreliable. This Rhino is going to be doing a great job absorbing a lot of damage. He has to absorb enough damage for these Fang to come back through. Should see the round start here in just 5 seconds. These tanks are going to do a good job at cleaning up those crawlers. Unfortunately, I think these Stormcallers are going to fire. Well, they'll definitely get it. Okay. I was going to say, these guys are most likely going to shoot at those crawlers, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Tanks drop a lot, but it's okay. That anti-Stormcaller barrage did a great job. Here come the Fang. Fang are going to be able to make this work. Man, that twisty whirly durlies. Just beautiful. And there go the little Fang. The little Fang that could. Planking away. That's going to take him a long time, but he does have another, let's say, full unit alive on the field. He might even grab this Phoenix while under heavy fire. He's going to get the tower, but it might come in at a wrong time. Oh no, the Phoenix getting distracted. It's exactly what he wanted. All right, go take him out. Good plays here by In Exile. This might make Fresh Prince have to Fresh Pro, excuse me. The French Prince of Bel-Air is not playing this game. It may have French Pro have to rethink his tactics a bit, or maybe, heck, maybe he knows more than I do and he just doubles down on it. You know, go aggressive, go crazy. We've seen him put Phoenix on the flank. Right now, those flanks are wide open. That could work. It's a little bit of damage. Fresh has a significant HP lead, though, at the beginning of the game. Portable shield here for Fresh. In Exile. Getting some free crawlers wouldn't be bad. He doesn't have any crawlers on the field right now, though. What did Fresh eat? He ate his Stormcallers. Okay. He's very good at transitioning. And there's the mean Vulcan. Electromagnetic Blast coming down here for In Exile. I like that he's picking up unit cards. This will be good. It'll just slow everything down a bit. Upgrading these Fang is pretty good, but unfortunately they're toast. And he's going into the Fang while the enemy team looks like it's going straight into Vulcan. Oh, and that Vulcan has the shield. That thing is basically unkillable at this point. Ooh, crawlers. Not a bad choice. Delay, delay, delay. He still has 350 bucks. We could see an upgrade on some of these units. I'd love to see the range increase on these Fang. Unfortunately for him, oh, well, it would actually make a bit of a difference. It means that Vulcan has to take an extra 3 steps to get into firing range. That would be good. Or the Mechanical Rage, but probably not the Mechanical Rage. Oh, no, he gets the Mechanical Rage. A good upgrade, don't get me wrong, but unfortunately, it's not going to be great against that Vulcan. Everything's dead. Rhino's dead, and that's going to be that. He doesn't have anything else that can deal with that Vulcan. He'll lose a bunch of Phoenix, but unless he claims that tower, he's done. Oh, these Stormcallers could do it. That's a lot of Stormcallers pushing in. Oh, but it has the shield. Yeah, he's out of luck. Fresh Pro, really, really good at making quick transitions. I do like that. Go, little Fang, go. Shoot to your heart's content. It's not going to be nearly enough, but you got to give this this Vulcan, you got to kill it. Give the Stormcallers time to kill the Vulcan, and you're going to at least save yourself a lot of damage. Here it comes. Nice. That's exactly what he wanted. Man, I do like Fresh Pro's plays. It's really aggressive. And you know what? It's a war. So be aggressive. Some people might or might not like this. Tell me what you think in the comments. And of course, like and subscribe. But I think in this tournament play, as we're getting near the end, unless you have a gentleman's agreement, you could try and put something out there in the beginning. But just like StarCraft, Zerg rushes did happen. You know, getting a squad of Marines out there and dropping them right into the enemy base on like 2 minutes did happen, even in the top level tournaments. Fresh has the Wasps. Wasps are really good here for Fresh. He's already dominating the airspace. These little Fang are not going to be what he needs. Oh my. What does In Exile do? Oh, and he even gets the attack upgrade on the Vulcan, completely killing his Stormcallers. Fresh Pro. What a maniac. Really cool. I love these plays. So, if you don't know, you can field recover, which costs you 100 gold, but if you kill a unit like the Stormcallers, which normally cost 200, then you're actually earning a little bit of cash. Now, it does fully refund it any supply that you had invested into it, so that includes upgrades. Really interesting plays here. More Stormcallers, it isn't the best answer, but it is an answer to these Vulcans, at least initially. He's going to have a lot of problems dealing with the Air Force, even if he's able to kill this off, though. He doesn't have anything that's dedicated anti-air. In Exile might just be playing for time at this point. Mustang are great, but they really suffer against Vulcan. He's in a tough spot. This is a good setup here for Fresh Pro. Opting for another unit of crawlers. Interesting. Putting them in the back right just to deal with these crawlers over on this side. Ooh, and some of these little mechano boys coming over to save the day. They will be able to kill off crawlers really quickly. A lot of damage coming in on these Vulcan, but that shield is huge. Stormcallers are all shooting the wrong things, and unfortunately that's going to give him plenty of time to just march forward. These Vulcan will all survive. This Vulcan's almost certainly going to get a level. The Rhino in the background did a great job, but it's a little too late. Will he get it, though? Oh, it's not going to die, and unfortunately all the Fang go down. Don't pop the missile. You don't want your missile to pop. It pops on just a single Wasp. Oh my gosh. In Exile, getting kicked in the groin at the very end there. Poor guy. Fresh Pro. I love it, man. You are doing some interesting things here. I don't necessarily agree with the tactics, but my God, are they effective. Barrier for both players. Interesting. What is In Exile going to do? What do you do against such reckless hate? Fortresses. We've seen this come out before and work fairly well. Oh. All right. He's going to try and clear off the Phoenix his own way. There's more on this right-hand side. Interesting that he's going after this one. Taking the cash. Grabbing another one. And eating, what? A unit of tanks? He's moving his things around. More Phoenix coming out. I do like this. There is really not very much anti-air. These fortresses don't do very well against the Phoenix. I think if he got some Mustang, put him in the background, and just had them shooting away, that would have been a much better choice. So far, he's invested 800 plus 200 for this upgrade. It's $1,000. You could have had 3 units of Mustang for that amount, plus the anti-air upgrade. Hey, maybe he knows more than I do. I don't think this is going to work out very well for Exile. I like these Phoenix coming in later in the game, too. Just means that next turn, what he can do is grab the ability to... Oh, he doesn't actually have it. Interesting. His Phoenix cannot come back to life. And this is actually going to work out really well. Unfortunately, I don't think he has enough shooting. Those little Fang in the background are going to make a big difference. There's the anti-air barrage. It is not enough. Here comes some more Fang, though. Go, little Fang, go. Shoot to your heart's content. They really got to run into range. If he kills him, he's going to be in a good spot. Oh my god, he just might. He's not. And that's that. How much health does this fortress have? Not much. It may get the tower first. He's got a little unit of Fang. He gets it. It's going to be enough. Just this one anti-air barrage is going to do enough to seriously cripple these Phoenix. He gets one. He just needs it to reset back. He has time, though. He has plenty of time. All of these Stormcallers will just guard them. Here comes the first barrage. It's almost in range. And there it goes. Should be enough. Great job. Did you see how many of those missed? That's why I'm not super into the barrage. But it did work. And having those fortress absorb a ton of damage from the Vulcan is fantastic. In Exile, also grabbing the enhancement module, just because he knows his fortress could use them. Level 2, bam. 108,000 HP. It's going to take this Vulcan an insane amount of time to kill it. He's opting to be able to move his Phoenix. It's not great. Electromagnetic Blast coming out. Lots of Phoenix here on the left. And Exile needs more dedicated anti-air. He needs just a little bit more dedicated anti-air. He grabs another fortress. He's in it. He's going for what we used to see previously, the Rumbling. That was before a lot of the Giants units saw some buffs. We haven't seen very many Giant units in these tournaments recently. Playing in the Asian tournament this morning, I was actually caught out by one player's sudden transition into Giant units. Ended up winning the game, but, you know, interesting. These tanks are in a bad way. They'll absorb 5 shots, though. Level 3 Phoenix are going to be doing a significant amount of damage and a 200% damage increase, 175% damage increase, excuse me. That's a huge amount of damage, 23,000 damage a tick. This fortress is not going to live long. Does he put him up front? If he puts him up front, it will save him just a little bit of time. Where'd those Fang go? Oh. No. Oh, okay. Hidden Fang, Secret Tiger. These little guys will be pulled off to try and take them out. I don't know if it'll be enough. There's the Electromagnetic Blast. He's got to tick over. It's about to tick over. It goes off and kills 1 or 2 Phoenix. Not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Here come the Phoenix on the left. They're going to take that tower. Out come another blast. It hits basically nothing. It's all going to come down to one fortress and whether or not it can have enough of this missile strikes. That's pretty good. It does a little bit of damage. I don't like the missile strikes as anti-airs that we've discussed before for that very reason. Vulcan goes down. Does he have any fort or any Fang in there? He has a few. Oh, that was a great barrage, though. He's going to need at least one more of those. And to kill that tower. He gets it. That's probably it. Oh, my God. Nope, these missile barrages really not doing it for him. Little Fang, do your best, boys. Plink away. He held him in place once again. This Phoenix, man. It really does a great job against it. I think that Phoenix will one-shot the fortress. Oh, and it just gets it. Man, in Exile. You're running a dangerous game here, brother. You're relying a lot on these fortress. My God. Fresh Pro opting for the battleship. Man, go for it. There is not a lot of anti-air on the field. In Exile, going with the battleship as well. Not a bad choice. Battleship in his own backline. I do like that. He knows that there's a lot of crap on his flanks. Does he lean into it? He's got to do something about it. Even though these Phoenix can jump, if those Phoenix are left, he's going to be in a really big... He's going to be in a bit of a pinch. These Phoenix are jumping away. Where is he putting them? On the flanks? I wish I could zoom out just like 5 inches more. That'd be great. No, opting to take out these crawlers. That is a mean Vulcan. That is a really mean Vulcan. Grabbing another fortress. Bud. Stop. They're already dead. Oh, I love this, though. The range upgrade for these Fang. We've been talking about it for a little while now, but honestly, this is going to do a great job. And supporting him. Really, really wonderful. A lot of these Phoenix on the left-hand side. Getting the movement speed and the range increase. Really great. All right. Let's see if these Fang can do it. They're all going to burn to death immediately, but at least they'll have a little bit more support here. A random amount of shields coming down. I do like that. That mama ship will be in the background. This is good. Actually, the Fang outranged these Phoenix significantly now. That's really, really powerful. All right, these little crawlers all die. Here comes another mama ship. The barrage goes out. The barrage is actually surprisingly good against the mothership just because the mothership takes up so much space. Yeah, this guy didn't stand a chance, but all the Phoenix are dropping. Look at that. The little Fang making a big difference. Now it's going to be up to the Stormcallers to clear the rest of this away. And I think they'll do it. Oh my god. That's going to take them a while. Even just at level 1, having this barrier does make a bit of a difference. He's going to get it. The mama ship's going to add a lot of damage to this as well. Fresh Pro looking close to elimination here. It's not going to be enough to kill him, but he's definitely in the danger zone now. In Exile has really, really pulled himself back. He's got to be feeling good about this. Senior attack specialist from Fresh Pro. Yeah, he just needs to get through the Vulcan. In Exile has a tough choice here between defense or attack. The attack is great just because he'll be able to kill off a lot of those Phoenix a little bit quicker. But the defense is really important to allow these fortresses to keep surviving. Honestly, I might upgrade this fortress just to keep it around. And also, it does help this barrier. Actually, I don't know if it helps this one. Some of them do, some of them don't. It doesn't look like it. All right, but just get some Mustang. Or get some more little bad boys. All of these things would be great. Lots of missiles coming out on the flanks here. Fresh Pro's real nervous. Here comes the Rhino. Oh, wow. The Rhino's coming out, and he's going to kill these barrier Fang. That's a really great idea. Oh, and I love this. Just some Wasps with a little bit of shielding. You know what's really annoying to deal with for Phoenix? Wasp with shielding, and there's nothing to clear them away. A phenomenal play here by In Exile. Fresh Pro still has $700 to answer. He doesn't know about this. The Wasps are going to come right down in the center. It's going to be Wasp on Wasp warfare. These Fang are getting an upgrade. The stronger these Fang are, the more quickly they can tear through these Phoenix. Finally, the Phoenix go up in range. I think they match the range up. No, they slightly outrange these Fang now. This Rhino is going to play a big role in this combat. If it doesn't immediately get turned and killed, do the Phoenix engage? They do go in and engage. Down go the Fang. That Rhino's going to be delayed. I'm going to keep it in this back corner. It's got to get in there in the next 10 seconds. Oh, these Wasps are going after the wrong units. But they're absorbing a lot of shots from the Phoenix. Phenomenal. Oh my god, will this Rhino even make a difference? No, he didn't need it. He didn't need it. The more you know. Well played here by In Exile. Just kicking back the headbutt, pushing it through. These Fortress just absolutely tanking the Vulcan's damage. Really, really well played. In Exile, you are on my radar. He's the weekend European tournament, Group 4. Good job, everybody. 2 more rounds in progress. We will see you in round 5. We've got a couple more rounds left. Esoteric versus Jiraiya. I would highly recommend you check out Jiraiya's stream. I believe he is a streamer. And he's also a champion of some sorts. Highly, highly recommend him. I have seen his stream before in the past. If he's the same Jiraiya. Yes, he is. Go check out his stream. He's very good. Advanced Group Champion #1 for the Americas tournament. Ooh, we might be playing him later this evening. See, double Arclight coming out here for Esoteric. he needs to support his units in order to take out these Phoenix. He only has anti-air in the form of Fang. Oh, interesting. Okay, nope, he's backing up. Going with a bit of a checkerboard. A good blocker. Not bad. He might just try and support these Stormcallers fully. Double Fang will be enough to clear it out. Wow. Esoteric, what are you doing? I guess he needs to fully protect these Fang. In fact, I would have put my Arclight in front of the Fang just because I need to make sure that they don't die. Like, if these Fang die, that's it. And an Arclight can easily clean up a unit of crawlers, but they would, of course, all die to a Phoenix. It's a tough choice. Grabbing Arclights of his own for Jiraiya. He's got 30 seconds left. Esoteric is a supply specialist. I do like that. Drum is a giant specialist. Oof. And this right flank is just going to be completely totaled. Alright. These Stormcallers will do a number on that Arclight. And then it's Fang versus Arclights. Oh, can the little Fang live long enough? The answer is yes. Next question is, can they get into range in time? The answer is yes, but will it be quick enough? He has to kill 2 more Phoenix. These Stormcallers could take the tower. They need to take that tower really quickly for these Fang to turn around and do the damage he needs to do. Unfortunately, Fang are real slow, and they still die in one shot, even to a weakened Phoenix. He's going to lose his tower here in a moment. He has to win it now. I don't think that's going to work. That's the problem of giving up your entire flank. Those little Fang that were trying to support it weren't enough. Most of the crawlers are heading the wrong way. That's that. That is that. These little Fang might get the Phoenix in time, but they're definitely not going to be able to survive the crawlers, because there's a lot of crawlers left. Esoteric, trying to learn from previous matches, going with a headbutt, and it doesn't work out for him. Hey, but at least he gets that Arclight as a little consolation prize. Not bad at all. Drem skipping. Interesting. Wasps are pretty useful. So is the intensive training. What? Esoteric? A hacker? Oh my god, what? What are you doing? What? Oh my god, double hacker? What are you doing? You don't... Oh. This is madness. Oh, they're hard countered by these Stormcallers. You love to see hackers, but my god, is this one super dead. Oh my god, it can boogie, though. Is it going to get in there and grab this Arclight? It will. My Arclight now, baby. This other hacker's going to die. But my god, was that funny. I mean, for 400 points, he got an Arclight and 1 or 2 crawlers. And now he's mega dead. Obviously, those Fang did not hold up. What the hell was that? That's insane. Well, he always has those hackers now. I mean, it was a choice. ESO might just be thinking, I've had enough of this tournament. I'm going the way of the dodo. Jiraiya getting the smoke. Yeah, he can pop smoke right here and completely cut off the enemy team. Both players popping smoke. Oh, the barrier. Okay. Okay. It's coming together. The barrier will really help against the smoke screen. Jiraiya saying, hey, I'll take to the skies, baby. You knew I had anti-air, and you're choosing not to do anything about it. I don't really have any anti-air either. So, kick rocks, I'll just grab an Overlord. I think that's a wonderful play. Grabbing 2 more units of Fang. Are they all... Is he just fanging it up? Is Esoteric actually like a level 10 million genius? I'm just going to choose a whole bunch of Fang? Jiraiya, why are you popping... Oh, he's popping smoke here because he knows this unit of Crawler is going to die. Interesting. He's not worried about these Stormcallers. They haven't been an issue before. Given that he's got a lot of Sky units, he doesn't really need to worry about the Stormcallers whatsoever. More Fang coming down. This Arclight is already at 24 kills. Unit of Phoenix is at 33. 18 and 19. Wow. Arclights, I don't think... Yeah, unfortunately the hackers are still kind of bugged. It doesn't really tell you how well they're doing. There goes the hacker's HP. Is it going to get the Arclight in time? It will not. Okay. Well, he's in the smoke. He grabs a Stormcaller. That's kind of fun. These little Fang could not hold up once again. He's going to die in the worst possible time. But any time at this point is pretty bad for him. He'll get the tower, but it doesn't really matter at this point. These Fang are not going to be enough to kill what's on the field. There's the tower gone. These little Fang are going to eventually plink away one Phoenix. And he might grab a couple of crawlers here. Honestly, that slowdown is great just for these Stormcallers to be able to kill crawlers. Otherwise, you saw just how much they overshot there. ESO Bud. You've known that the enemy player has Phoenix for a long time. These Fang are funny, but both players opting for the deployment specialist. Now these Phoenix are getting upgraded. There's the range increase on the Fang. This thing has 15,000 HP. Fangs do 55 damage a shot. He's grabbing a unit of crawlers. I like this. Crawlers don't shoot up, though. He's really going to have a problem with this Stormcaller, or with this Overlord. Jiraiya's in a really commanding position, grabbing some more crawlers of his own. I think that's a great decision. Double crawlers coming out here for ESO. Oh my god. Drim 1. Jeez, what a weird game. I mean, it's got to go the way of Jiraiya 1 here, the championship and streamer. Once again, please check out his stream. I think he's going to just dominate this match. 3 more units of Fang. This, again, could turn into survival mode, where all of a sudden these Fang get quadruple upgrades, just full tech upgrades, and they become unstoppable killing machines. The likelihood of the game lasting that long is very low. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that the amount of damage that Esoteric is going to take in this is going to be huge. 4 units of just barely upgraded Fang. Oh, okay. They'll come over here and kill a crawler. There's nothing to take out this crawler, so that tower's donezo. I like this play here by Jiraiya. Unfortunately, these crawlers are going to not make it. Stormcaller's doing a good job, just plinking away at some damage. He's going to grab a Stormcaller here. Maybe. If they don't all die. There's nothing protecting his flank. That's a dead tower. It's unfortunate. Man, and those crawlers really take a lot of damage to kill to unupgraded Fang, even with the range upgrade. Yeah, that's that. This Arclight has just been feasting. Up to 60 kills already. It's going to get plinked down, though, eventually. And in comes some more Fang. Into the smoke, boys. We got to kill jets. They gave me a pistol, a long-range pistol, and they said, kill that Overlord. It's not going to work. These Fang are just going to drop like flies to it. But it does buy Esoteric some more time, and he knows that the Crawler is on the flank now. Without that Crawler on the flank, it may have gone a little bit differently. These Fang are probably even going to get both of these Phoenix. They'll die, but they have the range. Will he even get 1? I predicted 2, but now I'm thinking it might only be 1. Maybe 1. Oh, 1 more shot. He gets it. Okay, little bit of health. Oh my god. Jiraiya, you need to get a Vulcan or something. Just anything that kills chaff. Long-range Mustang would even do well here. Alright, do the March of the Fang continue? Underground threat for Jerome, or Jiraiya 1. I think that's what he's going for. I'll message him and find out. Wasps. Good play here from Esoteric. He gets Mechanical Rage. Oh my god. The angriest, aggressivest Fang. These Fang have actually gotten quite a body count. Esoteric. He's playing a whole different game. He's got 1 unit. And that unit is Fang. Sure, he's got a weird hacker play and some arc lights that's actually doing a really good job at getting some kills. I do like this. If you haven't ever hovered over this, it tells you how well your units are performing. Probably these Arclights are performing, or these Stormcallers are performing the best. But just in case you're ever wondering when you're playing the game and you're not sure which units are actually performing well, it tells you. So, you know. Oh my god, is he just getting huge amounts of Fang? He really is. Another Overlord coming out. I love this for Jiraiya. I mean, if he gets this, and unfortunately he doesn't have armor plating. If he had the armor plating or even the heal on these Overlords, it could make a big difference. Kind of abandoning the ground war to these Fang. Interesting play here. I guess that missile will take out these crawlers. Kind of a waste there. These crawlers go down. They took a long time to die. There's the fire. That fire from the Stormcallers is really going to make a big difference because unfortunately these Fang will just stand in it and die. They're going to push up this right-hand flank in a big way, though. They're plinking down the Overlords. They're standing just outside of the fire. Oh my god. The Fang. The Fang Revolution. It's like the Communist Revolution, but just tiny little robot men. Look at them go! They're so cute. They all just march to their deaths. Happily, gleefully. This one unit of Stormcallers in the back has just gotten a ton of kills inadvertently. Wow. Can he counter just a million Fang? Can he do it? Esoteric, both players opting for their orbital bombardment. Luckily, he's already got 2 shields kind of just built in. Not bad. Luckily, those shields will protect him for a little while. These Fang all getting an upgrade. There we go. Oh. These Mustang are seriously outranged, though. That will hurt him over time. Man, Esoteric burning that money as much as possible. Jiraiya playing this game out pretty straight and savvy. He's got to be careful with these Mustang. I like that he deployed them on the right, just because he's got to be nervous about his own fire. Esoteric still has $500. Does he make a huge transition? I mean, he could just get, like, 3 snipers? It's not much at this point. I don't know if that would be the play, but he has them unlocked. He doesn't have a single one on the field. No, instead opting just to get some more barriers. Hey, you know what? The hacker could do a little bit. It's a $200 barrier that moves. Is it great? No. But is it bad? No. I don't hate this. These little Fang are just going to keep eating away. They'll be able to upgrade next turn. Having another unit or 2 of level 2 Fang isn't going to hurt him. The Fang are very inexpensive to upgrade as well. Man, I don't think these Mustang are going to be able to pull it out this turn, but next turn, they're going to be doing a great job. Oh my god. That shield is just doing such good work for him. Protecting all of his little Fang. Unfortunately, that barrier is going to last a little while. And there comes the fire. Can the Fang stay out of the fire? Yes, because the Overlords are moving out of range. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. Look at that, this hacker killed a tower. It's so much damage. This is insane. Oh my god. Esoteric, you are a 5th level genius. Oh, will Jiraiya just get a couple of Vulcan? I don't know. I mean, it's a big expense now. He doesn't have a lot of cash. Going with melting points to try and kill off these shields. Not a bad play, but the melting points might just melt. Oh my god, the hackers. Hacker Fang? Is Esoteric going to make it to the finals by playing Hacker Fang? Oh my god. This is amazing. Oh, he's even going to turn some crawlers against him. Wow, what a slap to the face. Burning the midnight oil every single turn. Wow, mass smoke. Okay. Okay, it took him many turns to put this together, but eventually he did. He still has 500 didgeridoos. Oh my god. Can he make it work? These Stormcallers have been crying for an upgrade for a long time. Nope, he's just going mass hacker. Man, if the hackers were to get the multiple control, he could actually turn a lot of these units into his personal toys. I mean, it's not bad. Jiraiya opting to burn the midnight oil again. He might clip a unit of Fang here. It's not the worst. He'll definitely get this unit of crawlers. Not bad. Alright, there's the lightning storm. Oh, not a lightning storm, excuse me, the barrier destroyer. More than enough to destroy the barrier. Man, these poor Fang. He's got to be happy that he has another one. He will not get that melting point. He's going to get the arc light, though. That's kind of cool. These Fang marching up the center. He's got a pretty clear shot. Oh my god, he's really going to do it. He's really going to do it. What a devastating. I have never seen this before in all of my days. In all of my days. Holy crap. Holy crap. That is absolutely insane. I'm going to hop over to his Twitch chat real quick and have that open. That was monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. Let's check out In Exile versus Endozoa. Oh, come on, Exile. You got this, man. Endozoa looks like he knows what he's doing, though. That's a great avatar. What a handsome young man. Lots of storm callers, lots of missiles. Will this ever catch fire? If it did, that would be a lot of dead units. Unfortunately, no. And these steel balls are just going to march down the field, eventually going down to all of these snipers. And there is a lot of sniper support here. Unfortunately, those steel balls look like they were popping crawlers. Marksmen are going to be able to chew this up a little bit, but marksmen aren't a great answer to stormcallers. They do have plenty of range, though, and they'll start clipping them. This is going to go in the way of Exile. Good for him. He's going to need to... We've seen him make some really quick comebacks. Really, really great job. Okay, interesting. Oil coming out against fire and shields. Oh, he's gonna let them touch. Yeah, they're just touching tips there. That will be enough to set the whole darn thing on fire. This could be a big win for Ender. Or Endozoa. Exile's unfortunately shielded up a little bit too far south. I think this will still light all of this on fire. And a lot of his units push towards the center. If he could, Exile has a little bit of fire. He might not realize it. Oh no, he's already popped his fire. Well, at least this will still catch. I was going to say, it would be actually really interesting if his fire dropped right here. He would have no reason to place it here. Obviously, he doesn't have this knowledge, but having his fire in the center would mean that these Mustang might flow into it. The Mustang with range, though, pretty doubtable. Wow, getting everything. Here it comes. Lots of shields. Luckily, a lot of his units make it out of the fire in time. Tanks are all shooting away. They have a lot of upgrades. That's good. Means that they can actually deal a lot of damage to these steel balls before they come in, but without that protection, I don't think that these tanks have enough. The shields may be great against those Mustangs if he survives this. It's going to be really tough, though. He'll win on the right, just barely. Man, sniper tanks taking out stormcallers. He's going to get the tower first. Will it be enough? These steel balls do not pop more crawlers. That's great for him. He has a lot of crawlers coming into the backline, but they're all being slowed. Oh, it's devastating. Those crawlers all die. He has a little line of tanks. It won't be enough to kill him, I don't think. Actually, it might be if these steel balls and stormcallers survive. Yeah, there goes the crawlers. He needed those crawlers. Lots of little crawlers still coming in. I'm almost certain those steel balls are popping crawlers. It's not going to be enough to kill him. And those fire and the muck is all gone. Exile's front line is going to be back in business. He's gonna have to do it. Lots of sledgehammer upgrades. I do like this. Oh my god, and there's the nuke from Endo. Oh my gosh, both players opting for the nuke. Exile, you have to shield up, bud. If he doesn't shield up, his entire army goes the way of the dodo. He could use a little bit more beef, or, hey, just get these Mustang to shoot down missiles. They won't hit all of them, but if they shoots down half of them, it's not bad. It really isn't bad. Lots of shields. Unfortunately, a lot of his units go beyond the shields. Mass shields for both players isn't going to be enough. Oh, it's going to be tight. Really, really tight. These Mustang could use that upgrade. There's the nuke. I think this is a good spot for it, because it will tag a lot of these units. The nuke does 70,000 damage. These guys only have 23,000 health. It's not a bad play. We see some more crawlers. Not bad. It is interesting how even in the very end of the game, we'll still see crawlers being put down. They're good units. They're good boys. Grabbing the range on these Mustang. Not a bad choice. A lot of the damage right now is coming out from Stormcallers and from Steel Balls. Mustang do deal with both of those fairly well, but not... Oh, this is phenomenal. Exile, understanding how the game works, pulling all the units away. Ooh, and a lot of his units go beyond, though. They're in the nuke range. Will this little Mustang live? It's not going to be great. The nuke takes out a ton of units here on the left, though. We'll have to see if it's enough. Tanks are popping within the nuclear waste. And out go the rest of his Mustang. They're able to clear up these remaining Stormcallers. I think this is going to go the way of Exile. It's definitely going to go the way of Exile. Great play. A lot of damage coming out on Endo. Is it going to put him into the danger zone? The answer is yes. The next... Oh my god. Almost certainly, the next round will decide who's playing in the championship. Orbital Javelin for Exile. Endo opting for the Javelin as well. Oh, it's a mirror match. That Javelin will kill everything on the field currently. It does 70,000 damage as well. These tanks don't have enough HP to make it work. I would love to have seen the armor enhancement here. Just having that damage reduction from these fast shooting units does make a big difference. He'd be able to ignore so much of it. What? Oh no. What is he doing here? Exile, did you sniff it out? Are you just having your tanks boogie out of the way? I don't know if they'll be able to get out of there in time. There goes the Javelin. And Endo is choosing to have his units run actually through the Javelin. Ooh, that's not great. Alrighty. It's going to be tough. Neither player playing out too many more units. I could see... Oh, a Mudama ship. The Overlord is going to do a lot to help him here, especially with that Photon Overcharge. Unfortunately, it's right there. It's going to get clipped and die. That is great for In Exile. I'm not biased, but that is a wonderful thing for him. Okay, grabbing some more Stormcallers. I think this is a great play. He has a lot more shields. Units on the left, just some crawlers. Some more crawlers. Oh, the Javelin does miss. Overlord stands. He doesn't have a lot of range that shoots up. He does have plenty of snipers, though. If those snipers survive, yeah, they're able just to shoot down Overlords in one shot. Blammo. It would be cool if when the Overlords fell down, it did damage. I would like that. Probably a little too cheesy. But this is it. In Exile is going to be in the championship. Great plays, man. Really made some good comebacks here. I am proud of him. What a great job. It is going to be In Exile versus Play Archer. If you haven't checked out Play Archer's stream, go check it out now. This is going to be super interesting to watch. We'll see you guys in a minute. And we're back. This could be the last tournament game of the day. Esoteric versus In Exile. Let's see if either of these two players can make it happen. This could decide the tournament right here. This is the semi-final final. One of the players that had been playing through actually dropped, so we could see another game after this. Esoteric going with the marksman. Oh, this is not a headbutt style situation. In Exile, also not really a headbutt situation. He could try, but no, both players are going to try and play it out a little bit smoother. I like that quite a bit. It's going to be pretty much a meeting of the minds here. Right now, I would give it over to Esoteric, but we need to see what units they put out. Luckily, Esoteric already has 3 units unlocked. Granted, of course, the sniper is free to unlock, but just having it there is kind of nice. You could opt for 2 more. In Exile is speed. Oh, wow. Going with some crawlers. Not a bad idea just to have some chaff. Does he put them in the middle or on the flanks? Yeah, quite often we see this. Just going out on the flanks. 1 unit. Does he opt for a sniper? Yeah, he does. I don't think that's a bad play. 2 snipers coming out here for In Exile. He needs to take care of things like the arc lights. And he will with this setup. Unfortunately, I think these crawlers are just going to be so darn fast. Of course, his whole army is significantly faster, so it's not like these crawlers are going to outpace them. It could be good. Sniper's going to be on the arc light. That's exactly where he wants it. Now it's Sniper Crawler Wars. This arc light is going to be able to clean up a lot of these crawlers, though. That could make a difference. Look at it go. Munch, munch, munch. It's going to be very close here. I think it might go in the way of Esoteric just because he's got the level 3 sniper. That sniper will be able to one-shot the enemy snipers and can take 2 shots for itself. Yeah, it's going to go the way of Esoteric, but very close. Very, very close. That was some great positioning here by In Exile. Just having all of his units there. Both players might pick up Subsidized Marksman. Esoteric loves it. He just wanted those marksmen right away. Yep, both players pick it up. It's a very common card. It's a very good card. Having more marksmen is almost never bad. Of course, if you're playing a swarm enemy army, the marksmen are basically useless, but just having a nice wall of them is always good. Now he has 4 units that benefit heavily from upgrades. And of course, one of them is already level 3. Playing into his strengths, opting to upgrade a marksman. And Exile has some cash. This is what he can't see these extra marksmen, but just viewing it from the other player's side I found is very useful in some cases, especially while I'm playing. I love this. Getting some Fang is great. They're just going to be there to absorb damage. Ooh, hut-hutting right after these crawlers die. Really interesting choice there. It's just about damage saturation here, and he knows that a shot from a marksman that kills a Fang is a shot wasted. Once again, these arc lights are going to be caught way out of position. Oh, but the crawler just... No, it doesn't screen him. That crawler was totally in front of the arc light, but the marksman didn't care. It just cold-blooded killed the arc light. Really interesting. The damage is a little bit better here. These arc lights are able to clean it up. We're going to see a dead sniper here on the right. And on the left, there's one sniper taking out tanks. Unfortunately, this arc light surviving did make a big difference. He's going to get one more. No, he didn't even get a sniper. Esoteric is pulling ahead, but don't count In Exile out. He has been in exile before, but has shown remarkable resilience. I wouldn't be surprised if both players opt for the supply specialist. It's still very early in the game. Yep, In Exile grabs it. Esoteric could go with the fire. He would most likely be able to play this out at least once more. Which, yeah, he does. Phenomenal plays. So that fire could drop on any of these angles. If he dropped it here, yep, at a nice curvy angle, he's going to be able to grab at least half of the field with that. We don't see really any units on the flanks. One sniper upgrade. There's some Fang of his own. I love this. Yep, just to protect that arc light. Is it a little bit in front? It is. It's just 1 meter in front. That is fantastic plays here, just to protect that arc light from the sniper. Lots of snipers with lots of upgrades. Wow. Okay. This is shaping up to be a really interesting game for what could potentially be the championship. Hats off to both of these players. This is going to be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I think that this could really make a big difference. Ooh. Grabbing a shield here from Esoteric. I think that's great. He's grabbed shields before, and those shields tend to last. There's the fire. This is going to make a huge difference in just the amount of damage that comes in. That means that his snipers are going to be shooting the right things much quicker. Counter-sniping snipers is great, and actually these crawlers are going to run away from the fire. That's great. Snipers are doing a great job. He still has a couple more crawlers. They're all going to be eaten up. And his unit's standing just on the edge of the fire. Man, Esoteric playing a phenomenal game. Positioning is on point. Counter-positioning is on point. His units don't even die in the fire just to do that little bit of extra damage. Come on, Exile. Pull it forward. He's in a tough spot. Luckily, though... Well, let's see what they pick up first. Haste module could be good for both players. Honestly, the extended range could be good for an Exile, yeah. I like that. Assault Fang for Esoteric. Interesting. Is he going to get the range increase? Is Esoteric going to go for his crazy Fang play again? It's not going to work as well here just because these sledgehammers actually do significantly better against what we have on the field here. Last game it didn't work out quite as well because he had those barriered units. I think those barriers really did make a big difference. I do like this long wall of sledgehammers. It's a lot of range. I think that was a great choice by In Exile. Esoteric still has 350 bucks. He could upgrade these tanks. No, instead opting for the range on the snipers and another sniper. Remember, his snipers are only $50 a pop. This is great. Actually, those snipers are going to do significant amount of damage against the tanks. Yeah, they're going to be popping tanks with a single shot, I believe. All the level 2 snipers will, of course, but even the level 1s now stand a good chance. These little Fang aren't going to stand up to anything. They're all dead. But yeah, this sniper one-shots a tank now. Ooh, the crawlers get in. These tanks are making good work, and crawlers are kind of pushing their way down the field. Here comes some more Fang just to keep that targets going, but he isn't dealing with this arc light. 2 arc lights are able to make a big difference. Does he have enough targets? I think he does. He's going to be able to kill all these snipers and the shield. Phenomenal play here by In Exile, and we're starting to see the comeback that he's so well known for. Good for him, man. I really, really think that's... I'd love to see a little bit of back and forth play. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, I was going to say smoke could work really well for both players, just because both players are deployed in big lines. I do this unintentionally because I'm a bad player. But sometimes just having your units slightly janky is actually a good thing. Going with the Wasps here for Esoteric, there isn't a lot that shoots up. He's got some snipers, but those snipers need to be counter-snipering. Will In Exile drop some units? No, he's grabbing another tank. I was going to say, will he drop some units to protect those tanks? They could just use a little bit of a guard. If he got just like one little unit of Fang. No, opting for another sniper. He's going to try and kill as much as possible. These shields are going to go a big way in protecting his long-range tanks, that's for sure. And these tanks now have the range upgrade. What are they rocking? 165 range. Jeez, they almost outrange a sniper. That's great. I do like this. The shooting squad is good just because it will protect them a little bit from enemy snipers. I would have liked to see some Mustang come out here, honestly. There's the smoke. The snipers all have to walk into no man's land. That's great. It just means that the tank's AoEs are able to deal with things a little bit easier. Down goes the shields, but he's not really too worried about that at this point. There was a lot of money spent. He needs this tank to actually shoot some of the Fang. He doesn't. It's looking good on the left, though. These Wasps are really making a good showing for themselves, delaying these sniper kills by a long time. I don't think it will be enough, though. Ooh, snipers are counter-snipering each other. There goes the tower. It's 3 snipers to 3 snipers. Luckily, he has a screening of some tanks. That one marksman may have saved it for him. Oh my god, they're both shooting at the wrong unit. Oh, and that's a quick loss here for In Exile. That is unfortunate, but this smoke will remain. You know, these units are all fairly static. Oh, this is insane. All of these cards are worth picking up. Exotic or esoteric going for both players going for the deployment. Tanks are shooting a little bit quicker now. He's really piling into these tanks. Stormcallers would do phenomenally against this army, though. This army is slow as heck. If he had just like 2 units of Stormcallers with long range, they would just be cleaning up snipers left, right, and center. He also just needs some more targets, man. I would love him to just have a couple more units. Did he? No. Okay, I was going to say, did he lifelink his units? No. These tanks are okay. Don't get me wrong. They are okay, but imagine if he just had a wave of crawlers to come in and just take a lot of punishment. That would be really, really good here for In Exile. Esoteric is holding really strong here. Not a lot of his units have upgrades besides snipers, though. It's going to be tough. These snipers are going to come in. They're immediately shooting Fang and killing off one of those snipers early. The sniper's trading fairly well, killing off tanks. He does have another unit of crawlers just to give him a little bit more support for those tanks, and really that's what he needed. Once these Fang get the mechanical rage, though, he's going to be in a tough spot. They already have the shielding, and that's making a huge difference. Yep, he doesn't have anything to peel them. The Vulcan's a little late now. It's all crumbling. In Exile being pushed back to his final fortress. It's not going to be enough. He might... I was going to say he might not even get the tank. Oof. All right, can he pull it back? He's made one fairly substantial comeback. Oh my god, both players getting the nuke. It's nuke o'clock. He doesn't have a lot of units, man. Esoteric not pulling any punches here. He's saying the only thing you've got on your side is a few minor units. There's the nuke. Both players need to consider that that nuke could come out and just mass shield. Luckily for Esoteric, these Fang are going to be able to survive a nuclear blast. Is that what he wants to survive the nuclear blast? Probably not. He'd probably like to have most of his army survive. So he'll make sure that most of his army does survive. This nuke might be a little bit misplaced there, but not bad. It is, at the very least, it's going to take out the shields. Please. Oh, he does back it up with some Stormcallers with the flame. Yes. Does he have more? No. In Exile only has 1 unit with the flames. Oh, no, there's 2. Good, there's 2. That will help. I don't know if it's going to be enough. There's 3. There's 3 Stormcallers with flames. It might be enough to cook some of these Fang. This incendiary bomb here on the right isn't really going to hurt In Exile too much. Of course, it's going to kill all of these crawlers. I would have loved to have seen a crawler just right here. It wouldn't do much, but it would absorb a lot of damage. Sentry's going to go out in a moment. There's the fire. Here comes the nuke right down the center. It might be enough. It's going to kill a lot of Fang. Oh, and that shield coming down, actually, gets another unit of snipers. Unfortunately, all of his little mini-me's are going to walk into his own fire and burn to death. Here comes some more Stormcaller shots. Is he going to be able to cook off these snipers? Yes, he will. The sniper's walking into the fire. Will it be enough to kill them, though? No, the fire goes out just in time. Exotic is most likely going to win this here. Yep, he definitely wins. Oh my god! Okay. Exile, you have everything you need to make this work. Electromagnetic Blast coming out for Esoteric. Ion Blast for In Exile. The Electromagnetic Blast does disable tech. That's pretty huge. This Ion Blast is going to kill all of the really important snipers. He needs some units to absorb damage now. It's super close. Although the game really looks like it's close for Esoteric. Once, if Exile wins a round, at this point in the game, he could do significant amounts of damage. He probably has to... Oh, that might be the nail in the coffin. I do like this Rhino play. Is he going to get 3? He does. He even grab... Oh, no, just 2. He grabs the photon coating. There is not a line... Honestly, there's nothing in this back line. One sniper is not going to be enough. But instead he's opting for the bulldozer approach. This will absorb so much damage. Also, he's put it far enough away from his units that are going to flow in. There's the shielding. And Exile's choosing to spend the rest of his money. He's got 150 bucks. He plays it out. He could upgrade a sniper. Does he see it? He's got 50 bucks. Oh, I love this. Yes, the one little unit of Fang. Oh, we've been waiting for it all game. They're going to take so much damage for him. That's exactly what he needed. Oh, he did upgrade the sniper. He did not upgrade the sniper. That's unfortunate. There's the laser beam. Is it going to get the sniper? It will. It's a little bit of help. It's also going to cook off these arc lights. That fire is in a really dangerous spot, though. Oh my god, it's killing all the Fang. All the Fang drop. He finally got... Oh, does he have range on these Stormcallers? He does not. But this looks like a really good win here for In Exile. He's gonna make it work, just pushing across the field. That fire was really important. Wow. Exile, are you gonna make it a comeback? This is all to play for. This is insane. Man, this is absolutely insane. Amplifying Core coming out for Esoteric. Oh, these marksmen are suddenly just significantly more dangerous. But I do like this. He's finally barricading his tanks. If the tanks live, they'll do enough damage to kill everything. Does Esoteric realize it? Going with another unit of crawlers. I think he put those in the back line somewhere. And some more snipers. Man, he's really going into these snipers. Getting the range. I do love that. And Exile Sniper's also incredibly powerful now. Oh, $900. I'd love to see another unit of... Oh, he does have the Stormcallers here. Get them the range, man. Get them the range, just so that they can hit the things that they need to hit. It's a lot of shields. Some swarms coming out here. They will die fairly quickly. Opting to upgrade his snipers. Not a bad play. He needs to kill these guys off. Ooh, and the amped core is going to really keep this guy in the fight for a long time. Again, there isn't a lot on this flank. Even just deploying one unit of crawlers here will just completely turn the entire flank. It could save him. Smoke coming down. This smoke is actually going to hit moderately well. Some towers. These towers will delay these rhinos by a significant portion. It's enough for all of those rhinos to die. The Stormcallers are now able to move into range. Ooh, it's going to kill off a lot of his own Fang, but he doesn't really care too much about it. There comes another barrage of Stormcallers, cooking off the Fang. And now once again, it's Stormcallers and Snipers versus mass Snipers with a little bit of support. Oh my god, look at how quick these guys are shooting. All that matters is that his Snipers are able to get into range, though. That fire dropping may be enough. He's going to take the tower at a really opportune time. They're still going to have more than enough damage. Oof. There goes the other tower, and that clinches it. Another win here for In Exile. Man, it's not going to be enough to kill him, but it's close. Esoteric, don't lose at the final hurdle, buddy. This is such a close game. I cannot emphasize enough how much I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. Both players opting for the Lightning Storm. Exile upgrading all of his snipers. There's the Lightning Storm from Esoteric. Esoteric choosing to allow his guys to shoot double shots. It does decrease their reload time, though. Or increases their reload time. They're not going to be reloading as often, is what I should say. Oh my god! He's going for it. In Exile's going to have a ton of cash left over. He's got to be thinking about what he can do to take care of these snipers. I'd love to see the range increase on these Stormcallers. Or just, heck, a whole bunch more units. Where is... Okay, I was going to say, where is he going to drop the oil? Not a bad spot. Just a random Vulcan? Right here to burn it all? I mean, it's an expensive choice, but it doesn't do poorly. There's the missiles to take care of the rhinos. Once again, his entire back flank is open. Range upgrade. He's still got $550. It just feels like Exile is playing with so much cash, opting to do the reduced damage, but increasing the reload speed. We're going to see a Tale of Two Cities here. That's a lot of snipers. He just needs snipers to counter-snipe, though. That's the only reason his snipers exist. Unfortunately, this Lightning Storm is going to deal so much damage. It is on fire. Oh, it's huge. I think In Exile is going to win this. That Lightning Storm just absolutely neutering the right-hand flank. It's fire everywhere. GG to both players. Super well played. Man, those snipers, they can see their dooms approaching. Oh my god. In Exile. What a play. The comeback kid. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to save this for myself. Let's see. Oh my god, there is going to be another game. Wow, can In Exile pull it off again? He's going against Archer. If you haven't seen Archer's Twitch, please go check it out. I will see you guys here in a few minutes. Alrighty, and we're back. The final game of the tournament. Let's see what can happen here. Play Archer, grabbing the Giant Specialist. This is really interesting. Oh, I'm not sure. I've never seen Play Archer play before, but he is a streamer. If you are interested, please go check out his stream. In Exile, grabbing the Elite Crawler. Wait a minute. Giant Specialist versus what? Elite Specialist. Interesting. Not a specialist that we've seen taken, I think, throughout this entire tournament. This is going to be really interesting. Play Crawler can only get extra crawlers, or he could go for something like a sniper. Right now, there's nothing that shoots up. Yeah, he's going to have to take a sniper here. Or even a level 2 unit of Fang, but obviously he's only unlocked the sniper at this point. One of the things that we don't talk about very much is that in the game, you can only unlock one unit at a time, unless you have something like a marksman reinforcement or a sniper reinforcement come down. So he's got the level 3 sniper. He's going to be protecting him fairly well. There's a lot of chaff on the board, though, and Stormcallers don't deal so well with chaff. The sniper is going to be safe for a moment. There isn't going to be a lot that he can do about this, though. Eventually, those Phoenix will make a difference. Is he going to have enough crawlers? All he needs to do is support the sniper the entire way through. His Stormcallers will fall. With the falling of the Stormcallers, that means the death of his tower. Oh, he does grab a couple of crawlers for it, though. He needs to have units to protect himself. This little band of crawlers that might actually make the difference. Just delaying those Phoenix enough. There we go. Down goes the tower. That might be enough. Now those Phoenix are taking several shots to kill the Stormcallers. The Stormcallers clear up the Crawlers. Oh my god, and this Marksman's gonna make his way in. He needs 2 shots. He's gonna get 2 shots. Wow. Great play here by In Exile. I am very surprised he won that. But hey, he knew he needed the sniper. It was really his only option. Laser sights here from Play Archer. Not bad. In Exile could go with the subsidized crawlers instead of going with the laser sight as well. Oh my god. A really early game Vulcan coming down. I think that's a great play, honestly. What did he do to make that happen? He only had 400 dash. I will have to look at that. He was even able to play a missile. He must have eaten something. That missile coming down is going to just absolutely neuter him, though. Blammo. Down it all goes. And unfortunately, these Mustang are not going to stand up to the Vulcan whatsoever. The Stormcallers might eventually have enough damage to kill the Vulcan, but I don't think so. Down go the Stormcallers. Down go the Phoenix. Down go the Mustang. Yeah, that missile really was well placed. Really, really good play here. I believe Play Archer is Czech. So by our Czechoslovakian player. I should probably double check that. Alrighty, here comes Play Archer, grabbing the Speed Specialist. Interesting. A really good play against Stormcallers, just because it makes even units like tanks being able to scooch under those Stormcaller shots. Of course, when your units stop to shoot, they're going to get hit, but Stormcallers normally don't have that great of a rate of firing. In Exile, he's played from behind in almost all of the games that we've seen so far. I wouldn't mind him taking the haste module. He's got a lot to worry about right now, though. He has flying units, he has Vulcan. What does he do if Play Archer just plays another Vulcan, which he does? He needs to think about how to counter that. That's the problem, unfortunately. Oh, wow, he's unlocked Fang with the haste module. That's the problem of the Elite Specialist, is that your units are expensive, which means you can't transition very quickly. Over time, it's great, but right now it's a little bit more difficult. Grabbing another unit of Mustang. Where does he put him? Oh, on the left flank. Okay, just to deal with those crawlers, not bad. He's still got $400. He's got to really be worried about these Fang, or about these Vulcan, though. I don't think Fang are a great answer to it. They're a moderately good answer against things like Phoenix, and moderately they'll lose to crawlers, but no, opting for another Stormcaller. He unlocked the Fang, but didn't take them. It's not a bad thing to unlock units you plan to take in the future. Man, that Speed Specialist is really going to make a difference. Look at him go! Right down the pipe. These crawlers are going to be there to support them, though. And the Mustang come in at a really good point as well. Unfortunately, that pulled all of his units away from his upgraded Stormcallers. He needed those Stormcallers there to take care of the Vulcan. Man, but he does have a lot of crawlers that survived that. They're not going to deal much against this Vulcan, though. Look at them running in a straight line to their deaths. That's a good amount of damage. Unfortunately, if that sniper falls, that's GG for this round. He might get a Vulcan. He won't. That's 800. That's 900 damage. I believe a Phoenix does 100 damage. Yeah, it does. That's a lot of damage. Luckily, Vulcans can be countered. He's got what he needs now. Play Archer grabbing the senior defense. He wants those Vulcan to be powerful. I think that's a great play. Already, these crawlers are taking a while to be killed by things like the Mustang. And Exile takes a moment to think. I'd like to see some Wasps. In the meantime, we see the high mobility for this round. Interesting choice. He really just wants to push those crawlers right down the center. Honestly, a unit of Fang here wouldn't go amiss. Just having one unit to deal with that, to hold them for a minute, wouldn't be bad. He could use some more snipers. Snipers would deal moderately well. Instead of opting for tanks, tanks do deal with the Vulcan quite well. Just because it will take forever for the Vulcan to kill them. He's going to be able to take care of those crawlers, no problem with this unit of tanks. And he's hoping to eventually let them flow through. He has enough anti-air to deal with these 2 units of Phoenix. And grabbing the range upgrade on these Mustang is really, really powerful. Unfortunately, he still doesn't have anything really guarding these guys. Ooh, he's going to be able to sniff that one out. Killing both of those crawlers. It does leave his flanks really open, though. Oh, the tanks are going to need to deal a lot of damage. The one little sniper that could dies. Down go the Stormcallers. In come some more crawlers. They even have the underground trait. He's able to clean them up. Oh, I don't know really what killed his tower. Oh, it was a Phoenix. I was going to say he was able to clean that up just in the nick of time, but not quite. And now he doesn't have enough damage to deal with these Vulcan. As soon as this Vulcan turns, the Mustang will all go down. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's not going to get one of these Vulcan. That's a lot of damage here for In Exile. But we've seen him make a lot of comebacks. If he's able to make those comebacks, that would be phenomenal. It's going to be really tough, really tight. Barrier here by Play Archer. A great play. What does In Exile pick? Want to see what's going on here. Upgrading the Vulcans. Yep. It's not a bad choice. Oh, I love this. These missiles are going to decimate those tanks unless the tanks get a shield, but I'm not sure Exile will sniff that one out. And some more Phoenix. There is a good amount of anti-air, but unfortunately those Vulcans cover the Phoenix really well. If those Phoenix got a range upgrade next turn, mwah, that would be chef's kiss. Exile getting the smoke. I like that he takes his time to think. He's probably hiding the panel. Looking, checking again, looking. Not bad. There goes the smoke right down the center. He's got to deal with these annoying crawlers. Getting a unit of tanks. Protecting his flank. Good show. Unfortunately, these crawlers are super annoying. They're just pulling so many of his units away. Oh, he does sniff it out. Grabs a couple of shields. That's $100 wasted by Play Archer. Good stuff. And another unit of tanks. They don't shoot up, but hey, it's a little bit. It's a little bit. It takes Exile a little while to get cooking. If he can survive long enough to survive, if he can survive long enough, he'll win the game. A lot of shots going out. Unfortunately, a lot of his units getting pulled away. But then they'll flow back in, which isn't always the worst thing. That sniper is going to be on Phoenix early. These Vulcan are going to be dealing more than enough damage because they have the support of the Phoenix. Man, that barrier. That barrier, though. I don't think Exile has enough. The Stormcallers might kill the Vulcan. He just needs a few more shots. He does get it. If he gets this Vulcan, he's going to be in an okay spot. It's really close. He's got to kill a lot of Phoenix with just a minimal amount of Mustang. It's close. It's very close. This extra Phoenix really made a big difference, but now Exile isn't going to be losing quite as much health. Can he make another comeback? Oh, the damage on Exile. It's real rough, but it might work. Orbital Bombardment from Play. Orbital Bombardment from Exile. Man, these Vulcan are tough, and he does get the upgraded Phoenix tech for the long range. That's what I was expecting. These Phoenix are actually more scary than snipers at this point, just because they're going to be taking down all of these tanks willy-nilly. He does need to support these tanks. He has a ton of cash. He needs to support the tanks in a big way. Oh, it's going to block a lot of damage. I would love it if he just had 1 or 2 units of Phoenix. Or not Phoenix, excuse me. Of Fang. Right in front of these units to block the shots from the Phoenix. That could really make a difference. Unfortunately, once this guy comes back online, if he gets the range upgrade on these, it's huge. If he gets the damage upgrade on these, it's huge. Right now, the Vulcan are basically uncontested. And until we see a good answer for them, they're just going to keep dominating the field and allowing these Phoenix to do the damage that they need to do. Melting points might be your answer, bud. No, opting for snipers. Grabbing another sniper. That's his second sniper. We'd probably good to see a couple more. And another unit of Mustang. He's not too scared of these Vulcan, and those Vulcan can become real scary really quickly. Once they get the damage increase, that's huge. This will kill most likely a unit of Phoenix. In fact, taking out a unit of crawlers. Damaging the Phoenix. Taking out a unit and a half of Phoenix. These Vulcan are marching up the field with impunity. That's not great. He's able to kill a lot of Phoenix, which means his tanks are going to be able to survive a little bit longer, but I don't see this working out for him. Man, it's going to take him forever to get through this shield. That's exactly what he needed. One more shot on these Stormcallers, and this Vulcan will go down. It goes down at a really, really opportune time, and Exile's back in the game, baby. Oh my god. He won it. He won it. He's turning it around. Can he make the big comeback? Play Archer needs to slow down. The parasitic ammo could make a big difference. Play Archer actually opting for Incendiary. If he got that parasitic ammo, he could have turned everything against him. Ooh, burning down this left-hand flank. I don't think Exile will see that coming. The Napalm Strike or Incendiary Bomb here on the left is something I'd be worried about, but most of his units are concentrated in the center. We're seeing, again, the range upgrade. Lots of shielding. I do like that. Oh, and now we see a best partner and the damage increase. These tanks are gonna melt. What does Exile opt for? He still only has the one specialist. Ooh, okay. Oil coming out here from play. That's really going to make a big difference. Wow, Exile really doing a great job with his shield work. He has shown phenomenal shield work in the past, and this is really going to keep it coming together. Man, these Stormcallers with the 75% increased, or with the 100% increased attack damage at level 3, just going to melt a shield and hopefully melt these Vulcan in the front. But I think Exile's going to be in trouble because there are a bunch of crawlers in the front lines. Unfortunately, when dealing with enemy giants, you have to kill a lot of giants. If you don't kill a lot of giants, your health drops so quickly. Grabbing the range on the tanks, that's a great idea. And another sniper. Sniper's going to be popping a few of these little guys at first, but not a big deal. The fire's going to come down and burn a lot of his rhinos. Or not rhinos, excuse me. Mustangs. The oil comes out, but it really doesn't do much. It will ignite, most likely. If it does ignite, it won't last till the next round, which is probably what he's hoping for. Yeah, it does ignite, but luckily it's igniting in an area that he's not too worried about. Ooh, that's not great, though. Kind of weirdly arced over. He's got to kill at least one of these giant units if he wants to stay in the game. I don't think he's going to have the damage to do it, though. Nope, that's it. That's... Ooh, he does get it. Is it enough? No. GG, Exile. Really great play by Play Archer. I'd check out his Twitch if you're interested. All right, we have our champions. Play Archer and Exile and Fresh Pro. Congratulations to all the players in the tournament. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more shoutcasting. I will also be participating in some more tournaments, hopefully to keep winning the gold. Hope you all have a great time, and we'll see you soon.